Good afternoon, guys, man. We finally got the OBS to work, man. I do apologize, man, for coming in late. I was having issues with OBS, man. It was driving me nuts, man, but we finally got it back to working, guys, and I am here, man. So do feel free, guys, to jump on in into the chat to let me know everything is good, working on you guys in. Finally got it to work. So, yeah, I mean, every time I was setting it up, it kept crashing on me. So, yeah, guys, hit me up in chat to let me know that you guys can hear me. We all good to go. I do have all my chat boxes up, so do feel free to hit me up, guys. Again, I do apologize for coming in late. Finally got the OBS to freaking work. So, so right now we good. What's up, G Money? What's up, boss? Yeah, man, I do apologize, man. Like I said, the OBS kept tripping on me. Like every time I would try to go live, it just kept crashing. So I had to reinstall the whole damn thing. So we good to go, boss. We good to go. G Money, Hardware. Let me know if you're in the building too as well, boss. Let me know if you're in the building. So yeah, trying to get it up and running, man. So let's hopefully we can have a good stream without no issues, without no complications. So we'll keep everything on watch. Let me know, guys, what stocks are you looking at? You know, what tickers in particular that you guys are looking over, and we'll go from there. Let me also get my Discord too back and running. Let me go to my Discord and make sure we good on that one. So yeah. So G Money, what are you looking at this time too, boss? What do you got? What are you looking at this time too? Yeah, so right now I'm just keeping everything on watch, see where we going. So right now, as of now, as far as Hood, we're taking a look at Hood 2, guys. That was one of our top, was still a top gainer. We did give that bounce off of 110, trying to get that push back on up, keep it on watch. Spy, we definitely got that pullback down from that 229.50 down towards that. Remember that resistance level we talked about, which was around 27.24. We did get a bounce off that key level, so definitely keep that on watch. We're going to see if the buy's going to step in or if we're going to get that continuation sell-off. So definitely keep your eyes peeled to see where we go, to see what type of momentum we're going to have on a Friday. Hardware, here we go, boss. Yeah, man, finally got OBS to work my way. So, finally got it to work, boss. Finally got it, man. Thank you so much for joining me, man. Thank y'all for y'all patience, too, man. Appreciate you. Definitely keeping everything on watch, guys. Keeping everything on watch. Definitely was going over CRCL. CRCL was definitely keep that on watch. We did we did get a bounce off of that 235. Ran up towards 260. From that 260, got a nice dump right back on down towards the areas around 235, 240 range. So you definitely caught a nice little $20 drop. Yeah. So I mean, I ain't gonna lie. G Money. CRCL was a definitely good play starting off. You did get a nice little bounce from that 235 range. Ran all the way up towards 260. From 260 right back on down towards 230. Towards that 235 bottoms. So definitely keep that on watch too. So definitely had a nice move starting off with. Definitely had a nice move. The way the CRCL is setting up though, we do have a nice downtrend setup. But we'll definitely keep it on watch to see, can we get that continuation sell-off. Right here, look like your pivot point is going to be around 235. So above that price point, you do have room to move up, your way back up towards the upside. Below that price point, we could see that continuation dump on down towards that 220 range. So you could get a nice little continuation sell-off on that bad boy. So definitely keep that on watch to see which way we're going to go. The way the CRCL is looking like we are setting up possibly is we may get a continuation sell-off as long as we stay underneath 235. 235 levels. As long as those sellers can keep those buys underneath 235, yes, you do have room to pull down to 220. However, if buyers can find a way to get back on top of 235, we could see a push back up towards the 240 to 250 ranges. But right now, we're underneath that price point. Look like we're still in somewhat of a little downtrend setup based off of this pattern that we do have as of now. So just keep it on watch to see if sellers going to maintain that price point underneath that 235. Now, the only way how we can avoid that, or how buyers can avoid it, they get back on top of 235 to 240 for that reversal back up. But right now, we do have still have a little sell-off going on. Just keep it on watch. Watch that 235 level. Again, below it, you do have room to pull back down to close to 220 levels. Above it, you do have room to push your way back up towards that 240 to 250 range. So right here is going to be your pivot point. So watch that carefully. Right now, you are underneath it. You're underneath it. Hood, definitely still getting a little bit of weakness. We do have a little downtrend set up on that bad boy. So let's see. So right now with Hood, you got a little downtrend set up on that one as well. So you got CRCL downtrend, you got Hood downtrend. You got Meta bouncing from that look like around that 690 level, right back on up, trying to push his way back up towards that 700. So keep that on watch. So
Angry Aussie chick says, day, J Boss and traders.
Man, good at well, is it good after well, good morning still. So good morning, also. Yeah, man, I was having issues with OBS, but I finally got it working. So so right now looking good, Nadia. Yeah, and I do apologize, ladies, for coming in late. I was having troubles with OBS. I did alert you guys in Discord. So finally got it working. Finally got it working. The hood is starting to pull back. Hood is starting to pull back off of that downtrend setup, right back underneath that 110. Keep that on watch to see can we get that continuation sell off. Keep that on watch. Sellers, you want to stay. You want to keep those buyers underneath 110. Keep buyers underneath 110. You do not want them to get them back on top. CRCL sellers, stay underneath that 235 level for that possible pullback down towards 230, down to 220. Keep that on watch. Keep that, like I said, as long as you stay underneath that price point, sellers are in control. Same thing with 110. Watch 110 level. Buyers stay above 110. Sellers keep them below 110. On puts, like I said, stay below that. LCID. Let's see. Yeah, Lucid. Oh, from these bottoms too. Look at that. From these bottoms. From these bottoms for that squeeze right back on up. From no bottoms, right back on up, guys. Right back on up. Right back on up. Damn, Lucid right back towards the upside. Look at that. Nice rebound. Nice rebound. Caught a little double bottom. Got it right back above 300 and got that push. SPY, keep your eyes peeled on that 227.24 level. As long as they hold that level, guys, we have room to push our way back up. Keep your eyes peeled on that. Remember, resistance number 2, the main one, was going to be around at 627.82 to 628. Keep that on watch. Watch that floor level. Watch that floor level. Right now, CRCL is still pulling back. We do have a bull flag pattern on LCID. Do have a bull flag pattern. Look for that possible push back up towards that 330 range. Let's see, can buy step in and go for that continuation push. Keep that on watch. So Hood is still holding up number 1, even though we're pulling back, and then followed by Tesla, then Lucid. Lucid definitely went on a nice move. CRCL still underneath 235. Still underneath 235. Keep that on watch. Still underneath that price point. So nothing yet. Nothing yet. Damn, and I seen that, and I ain't gonna lie. Huhwhere, I was looking at that earlier because I started to look at the bottom gainers. I mean the bottom losers. I was like, okay, which one may rebound? And sure enough, CRCL bounced. Yep, held those levels right back above 300. So guys, the next key level, look for that 330. Look for 330.
Where says yes, sir.
Yeah, so yeah, I definitely saw that, and a nice alert too, Boston. And thank you so much for everything, man. But man, I ain't gonna lie, guys. I ain't gonna lie. This morning, I seen the contracts on this one on the pullback here. The 240, and I bullcrap you not, guys. The contracts on CRCL was at, and I'm talking about 240 contracts, was at 30 cents. When that pullback happened, that bad boy went from 30 cents, ran up to $2. That was crazy. Yep, that bad boy went up to from 30 cents to $2. That was insane. So right now, like I said, right now, guys, you do have LCID still pushing up towards the upside after this rebound. So buyers definitely stepped in on that bad boy and pushed. So, oh yeah, that's what I wanted to show y'all. CRCL's chart. That's what I wanted to show y'all. Let me bring it up. Let me bring it up real quick. So, okay, now the thing with CRCL. You do have that 240 area. So I mean, we did run as high as 280, around 280 right here where we got stuffed at, and then got that pull right back on down. Then you fell down $40 down towards the 240s. So you do have this little downtrend setup right here where you are getting hammered at right here this time. You have a nice upper shadow and that pull right back underneath where you start to get stuff right at 240 range. Now, if we want to see upside, if we want to see a reversal, we have to get above that 240 range to break us out of that downtrend where we could get that nice push back up towards 260 to 280 back up towards these areas here. So that's the only way we can see that upside. We definitely want to get back on top of 240, get back on top of this area here, hold that key level for that possible push right back up to 260, the possible 280s towards these areas here. So to keep that on watch, keep that on watch. That's the only way to break us out of this downtrend. If we cannot recover 240, we could possibly see more pullbacks to come, or we could fall right back down to that 9 EMA. That'll put us down towards 220. So right now, here we go, guys. Watch those bottoms on CRCL right around 235. Watch that to see can they go for that 240 break. But we definitely want to get that push back up if we want to start to create that reversal. That's the only way. Only way. Right now. So I'm guessing. Yeah. Huhwhere. I'm guessing you got in on LCID. So I'm guessing you got in on this one. LCID basically back up towards the upside. From $3, $3 on up towards what, 320? See, I'm still watching all these bad boys to see if Bob's gonna step in. I mean, you know, to start to reverse these plays. I mean, Hood still still no sign yet because you're still underneath 110. CRCL got to get back above that 335. Spy still holding around that 627.24. So it look like it is trying to go for this reversal right here, guys. Trying to go from sellers to buyers. Trying to go for the reversal right back up towards that 628. Keep that on watch to see can they get that push.
Huhwhere says, I want a nice push, but time frame issue right now.
Okay, on Spy, right? Correct? Spy? So yeah, right now, I mean, you're still holding this little range. And again, the reason why I called out 627.24, again, if you go back into the, I think that was Tuesday's play. Yeah, right here. You ran up towards that 627.24, got that dump right back on down. Then you wind up breaking above it, ran up towards that 627.82. Then you got that harder pull back on down. So that's why I had those two specific levels based on my my charts. We go back now until the to the present. What did you bounce at? 627.24. Then the next key level is going to be that 627.82 up to 628. There go. Then you get that nice move. So keep that on watch though. Keep it on watch, boss. Because you do have room to still push up towards that VWAP. Which will push you towards 628. But definitely keep it on watch because you want to avoid this possible downtrend setup. Because you already got the first top or the first point here. So we definitely want to get that break back above that 628.50. Because if not, you'll be hitting that trend line, reversing right back on down. So definitely keep that on watch. Keep that on watch. I want to see if CRCF, those buys going to go for that 240 push. I want to see can they break out of this downtrend and actually go for that reversal. Create some of that, that U-shaped pattern back up towards 260. That's what I want to see. I want to see if they got enough strength to do it. Get back above that 235 and then try to go for that reversal right back up. That's what I want to see if buyers have enough strength to go for it. So like I said, guys, first key level, we definitely want to get it back above 240. If we can hold 240, we have room to push up towards 260 because that'll give you a $20 push back up towards the upside. That'll give you a $20 push back up towards the upside if we can go for that move. So definitely keep it on watch. We'll see though. But you don't, like I said, keep in mind though, you do have a downtrend setup right in front of you. Right at 240. So again, in order for us to avoid that downtrend setup, we got to break above 240. Get us back above that trend line. Other than that, that's a bearish signal. Because again, you're below that trend line, which you are in the bearish territory.
NBM, here we go. All I had to do is ask.
Oh, Spy. Yep, there it is. Right off of that level, boss, that we talked about. 227.24 for that push right back up towards that VWAP. We just yep, there it is. There it is. There it is. I told you. As long as those buys held that level, because you got to remember, that was an old resistance. As long as those buys can hold that level, turn into support, you got room to push your way right back on up. And it's showing up there. Went from sellers to buyers off of that recovery at 627.24. Got that nice little push right back up towards 627.82 up to 628. Bam, right back on here. So you do have room to push your way back up towards that trend line. So let's see, can they go for that trend line push? That'll get you right back up towards 628.50. 628.50. So you got your request. Shout out to Huhwhere on that one. You got your request, boss. There it is. Got that nice bounce back up. So he got his. Shout out to Boss Man on that one. Shout out to you on that one. Still on a downtrend setup on Hood. Hood, we just got to get back above 110 for that push back up towards the 111s to 112s. So buyers will need to reclaim that level here, 110, get back above that price point. Like I said, with CRCL, just need to get back above that 235, but a possible push right back up to 240. Because like I said, if they can get back into 240, I mean, you do have clear room to run up towards 260. That is a $20 mover. That's $20 back up because you done fell $20 down, damn near $20 to $30 down for a possible $30 move right back up. So you can see right here from 230 back up to 260, that's $30 back up. You done went $30 down for a possible move to $30 back up, but we'll see if buyers can step in and go for the reversal because that'll be a nice mover. I mean, think about it, guys. You fell from 260 down to 230. That's $30 on down. Now let's see, can buyers reverse $30 back on up? That still be a good play if buyers step back in. That still be a good solid play. If buyers can step back in and push, I mean, it's a nice opportunity. But let's see, can buyers go for it? Do we have enough buying strip to reverse? Right now, I mean, you definitely have LCID. I mean, definitely went for a nice reversal. That's still looking good. Got a bull flag pattern. The areas that, again, that we want to take out is going to be 230. We get that 230 break, y'all. The thing that we was talking about yesterday was 250. Yeah, 350.
APL and $IWM for call entry.
Apple and let me see. Oh, Hood, guys, watch Hood 110. Watch Hood 110. Apple. What was that? What was the price? What was the levels? 110. I mean, 210, 212. Okay, yeah. So okay, Queen. We back above that 210.50. Long as those buys can hold that 210.50, you do have room to possibly push your way up towards that 211.50. Because the goal is to get back up to 212. So as long as 210.50 can hold, because I mean you have some good areas. If you think about it, Queen, you have some good areas down here. Once you recover 210, that was a good entry. 210 up to 211, that was a dollar move. Now the next key level, next possible entry could be, like I said, watch that 210.50 for that possible push up to 211.50. That's another dollar move. So, but you are above the VWAP. Bulls are stepping in on that bad boy. So definitely keep that on watch with room to push up towards that 211.50. If we get that 211.50 push, you got room to run up towards 212, back up towards those highs in pre-market. So I mean, but you did have a good entry to start off with. You didn't have to wait on me. I mean, you had right here 210 because as I mentioned, Apple, Nvidia, Google and them, they like to move by $2 increments. So if you think about it, 210, as long as you hold 210, you already know the next possible targeted area on the call side or the long side is going to be 212 because you want to move $2 up. So 210 was a good possible area. After you seen that we started to create these moves back up, or we starting to tighten up right around 210, right here. Look at the upper shadow. Look at the lower shadows. Lower shadows. Your buyers start to step in, protect what price point? 210. 210 up to 211. Right, that was a good dollar move. You could have banked on. Right, that was a good possible, a good perfect entry. For a SPY, we talked about, again, you guess why, guys, when I call out these price points, write these down on your charts. I talked about what price point? 627.24. 627.24. Again, if we go back to the past, 627.24 was an area that you got rejected, a hard area where sellers came in aggressive. All you did is turn 227.24 from resistance into support. That was a good possible bouncing area. Same thing up here towards 27.82 levels. Go back this way. Now to the present. What did we bounce off of and recover? 227.24. You got to take these price points into consideration. You got to take them into consideration and reutilize them. It's a rinse and repeat. Right here, Apple, 210, 210.50. Good entry, right up towards 211. There you go. Quick dollar move. Now, you still have room to still push your way up towards 211.50. If we get that 211.50 break, you got room to run up towards 212. You can see where your highs is in pre-market. You ran up the highs 212, came right back down to the 210 levels. Again, $2. So the main thing is to see can buyers reverse the play from 210 to 212. So you got to keep those price points in mind. You got to keep those price points in mind. What else did? Oh, she said, what was the other one she called out? IWM. IWM. Keep that on watch. Let's see. IWM. Blum, blum, blum. 225.50. Came back on down. Look like we're holding right around this 222-ish level. Right around 222-ish. Right about here. Yeah, right about 222. So look like, yeah. So watch those bottoms. Watch those bottoms. Cause like I said, today is Friday. You have to be very careful. Today is Friday. Keep that in mind. So watch these bottoms for that possible pushback up to 223.50 to 224. Right back to these areas. As long as you hold this, we could see a possible nice rotation back up towards the upside. So we could see as high as 224. 223.50 up to 224, right where your VWAP is at. So as long as buyers can hold, you do have room to push up back up towards that VWAP. We do have, guys, CRCL still pulling back. CRCL right underneath that 235 level. Keep that on watch. Because as I stated, as long as they as long as those sellers can stay underneath that 240, you do have room to possibly pull back down to 220. So right now, back down to that trend line. Right back down to the trend line. Keep it on watch to see. Let's see. Keep it on watch. Keep it on watch. because you could just get a continuation pull. So let's go ahead and update the trend line real quick. Let's update the trend line. So let's update it to here. So right now, still in a downtrend situation on CRCL. Still trying to hold 230. Keep that on watch. So again, we get that crack below that level. You do have room to fall back down towards 220. 220, because that'll all together, that'll give you what, a $40 drop from 260? All together, $40 drop. So right now, bad boy is still pulling. Downtrend is still commencing on CRCL. So nothing yet just yet. Because like I said, the main price point that we want to see is a break back above that 240. So I'm going to set an alert at 240. I'm going to set 2 alerts. I'm going to set 2 alerts to see which way this bad boy is going to go. So I'm going to set an alert at 240 for the bullish side. And then I'm going to set up 220 for the possible bearish side. So I'm going to set up 2 alerts on this bad boy. So one on the upside. That'll be, and I'm going to set one down here for 220.
Support, main support.
Yeah, so I'm going to watch. I'm going to also set one for 220 in case we do get a dump off. So that means that'll be the target area for the puts. From 240 to 220, that's a $20 pullback. So I'm going to set that bad boy below this way. And I'm going to set one for puts. So calls, need to break above 240. Puts, you got room to fall down to 220. So just keep it on watch. Just keep it on watch, keep it on watch. Because if you notice, all it does is fidget around at 235. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. But like I said, underneath it, puts a habit. Back above it, calls a habit. But right now, you're underneath it, still on this downtrend setup. So just keep that on watch. So from that price point, guys, if you are in on puts, the next thing that you want to crack is 230. 230 down to 225, down to 220 itself. So again, that'll give you a nice little pullback. So right now, trend line is still holding up at this time because you're still underneath 235, 240. So still holding up as resistance. So just keep that in mind, keep that on watch. So trend line is still commencing on CRCL. Like I said, key level on LCID. We want to see that push towards 330. Because again, you do have somewhat of a little bull flag pattern. We just got to get that push though. We got to see what type of volume. See if we're going to get that bullish volume. And like I said, today is Friday. Just be very careful. Today is Friday. It's going to be very, very tricky. But those are your price points. Did I fix my, let's make sure I fix my screen. All right, there we go. So right now, as far as SPY, we didn't bounce from that first resistance up to the second resistance, from that 227.24 up to that 227.82 level that we talked about. So you didn't bounce from one resistance to the next. So from this point, if we want to see more upside, you want to get back on top of this resistance because you want to turn these two bad boys into support. Basically create higher lows. I'm sorry, higher lows. So you already got this one here. So we want to create a lower high, higher low here. So we want to utilize this one for the possible reversal all the way back up. So we want to create an uptrend to get our way out of that downtrend. So we already got a bottom here. So this is what you want to do if you want to see more upside. This is what needs to happen. So you want to take these bottoms and create an uptrend in a higher low build. This is what you want to do. So you want to get back on top of this one for that push right back up toward that 28.50. Put you right back in this range of 28.50 up to 630. So right now, it just may be again, based off the volatility, it just may be a slow climber. Maybe a slow climber, but we'll see. Keep it on watch. Because like I said, Fridays can be a little tricky. A little tricky on that bad boy. So right now, you already got one covered. You already got one resistance recovered right here. So we want to recover the next one. Because all we want to do is build up a staircase up. We want to create higher lows. So you already got these bottoms. We want to create a second bottom, but a higher low bottom. If we want to get that transition and we want to get that reversal going from a downtrend to an uptrend, because we want to go and basically get our way right back on top of 28.50, putting us back in this range of 28.50 to 630. Because the goal is to make our way back up to the new price bracket from the 620s now into the 630s. But again, today is Friday. We got to keep our eyes peeled on this volatility to see if, buyers can continue to push, especially after these sell-offs that we had. All of these pullbacks, we want to see this recovery. We want to see buyers get back up towards these high levels. Because we want to get back these gains that we lost. So you went up as high as 629, almost around 629.50. You done lost value all the way down towards 627. So the goal is to regain value back up towards 629. Because the goal is to regain value, not keep losing value. Watch this key level here too, guys, on CRCL. Watch this level. Question is, could it go for a descending squeeze down, or could buyers go for that squeeze up? So let's see what's about to happen. Either we're gonna get that push up from buyers, or we about to get that sell off underneath that trend line for that possible crack back down. So let's see. Let's see what we about to get on CRCL as well. And we get that pullback, we should be cracking 230 right down heading towards that 220, because that'll be again from 260 down to 220. That is a $40 drop on CRCL. Altogether, so far, is a $40 drop. I mean, so if you got up here and still holding, I mean, you're still looking pretty decent. Because I mean, you still made $20 in profit on down. From 260 to 240, that's still, you still making profit. And now from 240 down to 220, all you're doing is adding $20 to what you already have. Because from 260 to 240, that's already 20. From 240 to 220, that's an additional 20. So you done made $40 worth of $40 of profit. All right, IWM, recover these bottoms. Still trying to go for this little push back up. We want to see that 2350 push up towards 24. So right now, look like CRCL, look like buyers are trying to hold at 230. Look like buyers are trying to hold 230. But the main thing that we want to see is 240. We want to get back above 240. If we get back above 240, that'll put us back in that little range of 240 to 260. Because that'll be $20 up. So let's see. Let's see if buyers going to hold. Let's see, can they go for the reversal? Let's see. Keep it on watch. Watch that 230 level, because you see buyers are slowly trying to hold, but they need to move their way back up. We need to see 35 to 40. We want to move back into the high portions of 230. I'm gonna just take the trend line off for right now. Just watch the range. I'm gonna just take the line off. Cause like I said, longs, you need to get back above 235 to 240. Because if not, sellers can still use that 235 to yank you right back on down, still creating somewhat of a downtrend setup. So let's see. Like the volume kind of died down on a lot of them right now. So because I don't see a lot of activities, kind of just slowing down a little bit, getting a little bit of a slowdown. So I don't see too much activity going on. Not too much. I mean, you got a slow little creeper, like I said, on SPY. SPY's on a little slow creeper. Slow. But again, the volume, just a little bit in. IWM is trying to go for one. Still slow creeper on that one. Not a lot of volume on that one as well. Which ones? The only ones I see. I mean, Hood is still number one. Tesla, Google, Amazon. Still don't see a lot moving though. Still don't see a lot at this time. Time it is right now, 11:46, going on 12 o'clock. Still watching these bottoms. I'm still trying to see if I'm just still keep my eyes peeled to see if we're gonna get those transitions. Trying to see if buyers gonna go for it. Still keep my eyes peeled to see if buyers gonna go for it. IWM is still looking pretty good. Trying to get that push up towards that 2350. Still looking a little good. Still looking good. Let me see anything else. What about Hood? Is Hood still trying to hold? Hood 110 still trying to hold. 110 is still trying to hold. Let's see. 110. Oh, I ain't know what I ain't looked at today. Tesla. No, I used to be on top of that. What Tesla doing? Okay, so right now Tesla's still in that range. Okay, so for my longs on Tesla, right now you are holding above that 2750, and you do have an uptrend. You do have an uptrend on Tesla. We want to get that break above 330. So 311, so 327.50 is still holding. You have somewhat of an uptrend still holding right above the VWAP. So we do want to see that push above 330. If we can push above 330, that'll put us in a new price bracket. That'll put us in between 330 335. That'll put us between 330 335. If we can get that break, that'll create a new channel. That'll definitely create a new channel. There go SPY.
Here comes
Yeah, there we go, boss. We got buys getting right back on top of that other resistance, trying to creep his way up towards that 628 to 2850. So right now, yeah, you definitely getting that curl. You definitely getting that nice move back up, boss. So if we get back above 2850, we can stay within this channel 2850 to 630. So we got some volatility starting moving a little bit. Tesla, like I said, you got an uptrend setting up back above the VWAP from that 327.50. You want to get that push above 330.
Meta recovered 700.
Yeah, oh yeah, Meta got a good bounce. LCID had a good bounce. That one too as well. Meta, let me go back to Meta real quick. Yeah, see, Meta started around 190. From 190, it pushed its way up to 195, up to 700. So, I mean, you caught a good little damn near $10 bounce on that one. Meta was a $10 bounce. I mean, I know we ain't go all the way down 190, but, you know, if you, I mean, 690, but if you round it, I mean, 690 to, you know, 700, I mean, that's $10 on a realistic basis. And then it's back on top of the VWAP. Still got CRCL trying to creep his way back on up. Keep that on watch. The bias did recover 230. Now get back on top of 235 for that push back up to 240. So if they can go for it, like I said, they still got opportunities to get that push back up towards the upside. I mean, so like I said, from 240 to 260 is an amazing profit taken from, you know, $20 up. I mean, even from the bottoms of 230 on up to 260, that's $30. So right now you got buyers slowly moving in. Slowly moving in, guys. Slowly moving in. Tesla still holding up pretty well. So I mean that overall channel held. I mean you got that break right back into the 325 to 330 level. You know, so you got back in that range. So that's good. So you're right back in that range. So what we wanted to see is a channel breakout. We want to break out of that channel of 325, 330. Now from 330 to 335. So we want to go to the next range. So we want to take in a duplicate copy of this. So this is the ideal level if buyers are still in control for today. You know, they are coming in strong. The next key level, next channel that we want to create is 330 to 335. So we want to utilize this level here for support and now create a new range. That mid area would be, I want to say 132.50 on that one. 132.50. So let's see. So 132.50. Yeah, 132.50 should be the mid area on that one for that new channel. If Tesla goes for that break above 330, that'll put you in that new range. That'll be a possible setup on that one. That'll be a possible setup on that bad boy. So definitely keep that on watch. Definitely keep it on watch. SPY still looking good. SPY back above those two old resistance. Like I said, the main thing we want to see if those buyers get that break back into that 28.50 range. If we get back above 28.50, that'll break you out of that downtrend setup. Back in this range of 28.50 to 630. Meta still looking good. Meta still looking good, trying to get his push back up towards the upside. So that bad boy is still running back up towards the upside. VWAP is holding, so still looking good on Meta. Let me see how far can Meta push. Because like I said, with CRCL, if CRCL can find a way to get his way back on top of 240, that's going to create a huge lower shadow with the body of the candle on top creating a support line where you can continue to, you know, your bullish rally. Where you can go, you know, green candle, green candle, green candle, you know, get this little one red candle pullback and then continue, you know, your way on up with green candle, green candle, green candle back up towards these possible highs. So, I mean, that looked like a good little setup. It looked like a little ugly cup and handle pattern down there. So, I mean, you got a cup. You got a cup. So, once this little pullback occurs, buyers will need to get right back on top of 240. If they get back on top of 240, again, that'll get you out of that downtrend setup, put you back up towards the upside where we can push our way up. Because look at all this space and opportunity. See that? Look at all the space and opportunity right here, where we can, you know, go back up towards these old highs here, which was around almost 280, 280ish. I mean, not the highs, but the areas where you got stuffed up towards the highs. I mean, your highs was close to 300, but you got stuffed right around 280. So, and you do have somewhat of a little cup and handle like pattern. You got somewhat of a little cup and handle pattern that could possibly form if those buys get above 240. That'll definitely break out of that downtrend and definitely have more room to run up towards the upside. So. Still a possibility if buyers can step in. Well, what I was looking at was Meta. See how that bad boy can go. Let me see. Make a duplicate copy of that. Let's see on how high Meta could go. Let's see. Meta. Okay, Meta. How high can we push up on this one today? Based off of my chart, let me see. Meta. Came back down close towards that 750. Started to get a pullback. So let's see what these low areas. So I'm gonna have to make a new. Forgot to make a new damn chart pattern for this one. My bad. I have an old one. 700. So your tops. So you double top. Okay, yo. So we did talk about that yesterday. About the double tops. We did talk about the double tops from yesterday.
Queen 39
Yep,
says
double tops.
703.5.
Yeah, so you double top. You come. That's where you coming back down from, Queen. You come back down from these double tops, getting a nice pullback. So with that being said, if you do crack 7 or stay below 700, you do have room to fall back down this way.
Meta $660 support.
Yeah, I mean, you do have room to fall back down to these key levels here, you know, because, I mean, you are coming off of these double tops. So, I mean, underneath 700, I mean, you could see some more pullback where we could pull back down to these low levels and possibly even lower. Because, I mean, it looked like it may set up for a downtrend for a bearish setup versus a bullish setup. I mean, you got a nice bounce, but if you look at the overall picture, I mean, look right here. You already double top so far with Meta's coming back on down. Now, if they can hold 700, I mean, yeah, we can stay within this range. But if they stay underneath 700, I mean, you got nothing but open space to fall back down this way, which I do see 660 too, and I agree with you, that you can fall back down to this old breakout level from 700 down to 660, which will be, what, a $40 drop, $40 pullback. So, yeah, watch that level here, 700 level. Above it, I mean, again, we can hold and stay within this range. Below it, you have room to stay within this range here, which you will require some pullbacks down towards the 680s down to the 660s. So that is true. So definitely keep that on watch. We'll see. And like I said, it's just because you're coming back off of a double top. You're coming back down from a double top. So just be mindful of that. Just let you know. Just keeping you aware of that. Just keeping you aware. CRCL, still need that 235. Still nothing on that. Still nothing on that one. I don't know. It just... Still watching everything, guys. Like I said, there's not a lot of volatility right now. I don't see too much taking place at this time. I mean, you got some good areas. I mean, good stocks that are holding, but it's just the volatility because we want to start to see. Oh, damn, PLTR too. God dang, didn't I have to save on my watch list? Could have sworn I had PLTR. So I was wondering why I didn't see it. Man, why are these damn stocks disappearing from my charts?
We need that movie.
Let's see. PLTR. What are we doing on that one? From the bottoms 152.50 up towards 154.50. So it went on a $2 run so far. $2 push. From 252.50 up to 254.50. So that one went on a $2 run. So next level is gonna possibly be 156.50. 156.50 if that, those buys keep pushing. How we looking on PLTR? On that chart. Let me see. How that one looking? Let's see, PLTR. Alright, 180 chart. Let me see. Oh, damn, I didn't have one set for it. Could have sworn I did. I'm going to have to clear all of this off and create a new one. I had too many lines. Jeez, I had the 5-year chart on that one. Yep, creating new highs. Yeah, definitely creating new highs on this. Damn, man. Look at these bang. Go lie. Huhwhere. Look at these juicy bottoms, boy. U-shaped right here. Breakout. I mean, just been on that uptrend ever since. So it's been a...
Man, Jay, I am done for the day, brother. Way past my goal today.
Man, shout out to you, boss. Congratulations, too, man. Congratulations on your profits. So it looks like we could be heading towards that 160. I mean, the route that this bad boy is going. So what was the bottoms? Damn near 60. So almost a $100 runner. Damn near towards these bottoms of 160 all the way up to from 60 up to 160. That's damn near $100. Buy close to it. $100 push back up. That's insane.
Huhwhere says, LOL.
Man, for real, boss. And thank you so much for the alerts, man. Appreciate you, too. Appreciate you. I mean, yeah, PLTR has been on damn near $100 run. From damn near $60 up to $160. That's damn near $100 run. Look at this, guys. If y'all pay close attention to details, look at this. It's been on an uptrend from damn near $60 all the way up to $160. That is damn near $100 run is insane. Yeah, that's crazy. That's insane. Yeah, that's crazy.
More up gang raid says, bottom, top. Huhwhere says, if people didn't get rich off the call out since Monday, well now you know.
Yeah, bottom, top. Yeah, but and again, boss, thank you so much for the amazing alerts, man. Appreciate you, Huhwhere, man. You have a blessed weekend, man. Appreciate you. Now, again, I thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to even pay attention to my community, man. So, to me, I'm truly honored, man. It's a blessing, to have the level and the skills that you have to pay close attention to us, man. But thank you so much, man, because that gives us confidence that we need to keep going, man. But thank you so much. Appreciate you, boss. Yeah, man. Thank you so much, man. You have a good one, man. Salute to Huhwhere and for everybody, man. Thank y'all so much, man. Appreciate you. Shout out to Huhwhere for his amazing alerts, his incredible alerts. That's that been taking place since Monday, because it was Hood, BBAI, Apple. I still remember all his alerts because that's how much I pay close attention to him. That I look up to him. Shout out to him. Not trying to glaze, but
You too, Huhwhere. Thank you.
Yo, so here we go, guys. PLTR still moving. Because the way it looked like it's set up on that chart, that you do have room to possibly push up toward that 160. It looks like it's going to be a slow climb on up, but it is bullish. Definitely still bullish. CRCL is still fighting with that 235 level. Tesla still trying to hold his way on up. Just a little slow uptrend. SPY hitting that VWAP. Keep that on watch. So as I mentioned, guys, like I said, puts, if CRCL cannot break that 235 level, we could get a nice sell-off. So watch that level. Now, buyers can step in. You need to get above that price point and start to reverse your way back on up, where you can utilize 235 for the push back up. So right here is going to be a very crucial level. So it looks like that 235 on CRCL is going to be a pivot. 235 is going to be a pivot. So watch that level very carefully. So above it, buyers will have it. Below it, sellers will have it. So if sellers have it, that means that'll create somewhat of an arc back down for a possible next leg down, which will create a downtrend. If buyers can hold it, we can reverse the play from a downtrend to a possible uptrend. So it all depends around that 235 level if buyers can step in and hold. If not, sellers can come clobbering on down, because again, from 240 to 220 is another $20 opportunity. So keep that in mind. It's another $20 opportunity. So right here, you're going to get a lot of gameplay around these levels. A lot of play around this price point. Back and forth between buyers and sellers. Back and forth until it makes a true decision which way it wants to go. So right now it's in a consolidated state. So we'll see which way it truly wants to go, whether we want to get that, that next continuation pullback or a possible reversal. So right here is going to be very crucial on CRCL. Keep it on watch. Like I said, with Tesla, you're just in a little mini range of 227.50 and 230. So, but you are on the upper portion of that range. Upper portion of the range, still holding on top of the VWAP. Buyers, again, we want to see that break above 230. Hold at 330. Hold at 330 level. Create a new range between 330, 335 with the mid areas of 330, 250. So just keep it on watch, see where we go. And then today is Friday. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it may not. Where buyers can stall puts out of their contracts, especially if they're using the same day contracts, which will create, time decay. They got to deal with expiration dates. Sometimes they do that. Sometimes you may get, where buyers can force sellers out of their position, forcing them to close their positions where they're not seeing a lot of movement on their contracts, where, they'll hop out of a put now into a call, adding on to the buying power. So sometimes on Fridays it happens. Like I said, not every Friday, but some Fridays you may get it. Whereas, you may have some buyers that'll stall puts out of their contracts for the, for the possible short squeeze. Sometimes, but we'll see. And then even vice versa, where, sellers can hold, calls out of their contracts where you'll just start to tie them out and then it starts to reverse down. So, and like I said, it normally can happen on Fridays because you have so many contracts expiring on Fridays. So we'll see. Like I said, but this level is going to be very crucial. But right now, you're underneath it. So we'll see. We'll see. Puts, like I said, just stay underneath 235. If y'all trying to go for a short on CRCL, just stay underneath that. And if we do get that nice sell-off from 230, you got room to fall back down to that possible areas of 220. So just keep it on watch and see. Once we break out of this consolidation. Like I said, Tesla still just going sideways, but still holding above 327.50. SPY hit the VWAP right back down towards that 627.82. Keep that on watch too. So it does still look a little weak though. I ain't gonna lie to you, it does still look a little weak. It look like it still has like this downtrend setup going on SPY, where it does look a little weak that it could still pull back. Still could pull back. So keep that on watch. Look like CRCL is getting a little tired underneath that 235 level. That bad boy look like it could pull back. So let me see. Let me just let me see. Yep. So maybe building a lower high level on SPY, guys. We may be building a little lower high because it started to get weak. It's starting to fall right back underneath that level. Starting to show a little bit of weakness, man. Y'all might, just be careful on that. Look a little weak, Could start to turn, Because if you crack on back underneath that 227.80 up, pretty much underneath 228, you do have room to fall right back down to this level, to these bottoms, right around 27, 24. From that, back down to the 26. Remember, again, it's like a channel breakout. You could be possibly falling right back in that old range of 226.50 to 224.50. So right now, you're just getting like a channel breakout. Still have yet to fall back into it, but you do have room. If that downtrend sets up, you could find your way right back in that range in due time. So right here, we go back a little bit. You had right here, see? You was in this range before, went on a channel breakout right above the channel, utilizing that 628 level here. Right back on down. So, yeah, we can fall back underneath that, because that bad boy look like, ooh, it look like almost like an inverted cup and handle pattern, don't it? It look like an inverted cup and handle pattern. It's a possibility. I'm just saying, it's a possibility. I mean, you are starting a cup. I mean, you could find your way right back in this old range of 26.50 to 24.50. In due time, when you get that sell-off, right back and fall, right back in that range. Right back in that old range. Because right here, you tried to do it. 24.50, 26.50, try to break out of it, then you fell right back into it, and then you cracked it. Let me go back a little bit. Let me get my bad, guys. Let me fix it. Let me fix it. Yeah, so right here, I know I got a lot of lines, and I do apologize because that's just the way the shit was moving. It's not my fault. Let me highlight the main channel so you can clearly see it. I'm gonna put it in green. I'm gonna highlight the main channel that we talking about. So let me highlight this one in green to separate it from the rest of them. All right. Okay, so we was in this range before, 624, 626. We got a little breakout out of it. Then we fell right back into it, cracked it. Then got a little downtrend, a little nice little pullback. Then we found our way back into it. Now broke out of it again. So question is, could we fall right back in this channel on Fridays? Because you do have a little inverted cup and handle pattern setting up that could lead for us to fall right back in that range. You are back underneath resistance number 1. Which is 627.82, and then after that will be resistance number 2, which is 627.24, back down to these bottoms of 626.50. So keep that on watch. Keep it on watch. Keep it on watch, guys. Keep it on watch. Because it does give off an inverted cup and handle pattern. So do be mindful of that. It is giving that off. It's giving that inverted cup and handle pattern feel. So just keep it on watch to see. So right here at that VWAP got rejected right back on down. And you do have somewhat of a little lower high build. So just be mindful of that. We'll see where we go. Because you're underneath the 50, you're underneath the VWAP. I mean, everything seems like it wants to point down. It just looked like it wants to point down this way. That's the way it just looks. It just looked like that's the feeling I get from this. It just like this downward, we could definitely fall back in that range in due time. Right back in that 26, 24 range. It does give me that feeling. I just closed mine because that shit. I mean, that contract sucked. I ain't like it. I mean, I didn't see no volume on it. The one I closed out was CRCL. All I did was break even. I was expecting to bounce, man. It ain't do nothing. Man, if volatility move back in, I'll reuse it. But right now, I just broke even on it. So nothing on my end. I just broke even. I'll just wait for volatility to step back in. Instead of just sitting there. It's not doing nothing. Not doing a damn thing. So let me see what else I got. Got PLTR getting a little pullback. Yeah. So all I did, and I'll show y'all. I mean, all I did was break even. Like, I mean, because I didn't see no volatility yet. Because like I said, what I'm anticipating, I was anticipating to see can we get a bounce back up, but I just don't see nothing right now. So I just closed it. I just closed it out because I had a call opportunity on it, but I didn't see the move back up, so I wasn't gonna waste my time. I was gonna wait until we get back up, see some volatility, then step back into it. So I just didn't see anything. It just didn't look. I just didn't see nothing. I mean, volume could move in later on. I mean, we could start to move out, move our way back up to the VWAP, but it just wasn't, it just wasn't panning out for me right now. I just didn't see nothing. I just didn't get that, We'll see though. SPY on the other hand is still starting to tumble back down. Now you back underneath that price point, underneath that resistance. So it looked like we could still be, building our way back down. Yeah, I tried to give CRCL a chance, see can we bounce back up, but it just wasn't doing too much on my contract. Contract was kind of, it just wasn't doing too much of nothing. But if the volume move back in it, trust me, I'm going to go for it again. I was going to try to do a stranglehold. I was going to try to get in on both sides, but right here just kind of, We'll see. Let me look at SPY too. Because that's the one, I ain't gonna lie, I was anticipating this one. Which I still am. I just want to see which way the momentum wants to shift. We're gonna just continue on down or go for that reversal. But right now we do have a downtrend setup on this bad boy. So that's why I just let it go. Because it just wasn't holding. So I was like, I wasn't gonna be stupid and hold a bag, so I just let it go. Broke even. Yeah, so you're still on a downtrend setup on this bad boy. It's not doing too much of nothing. Let me see, SPY. Which contract did I have before? Oh, it was 20s. Let me see. Is it still around that same price point that I had on the last time I looked at it? It was around 50. Oh yeah, it bounced back up. All right. It's around 30. Okay. Yeah, because like I said, the way CRL is setting up, I mean, look like a downtrend is still possibly setting up. Where you could lose that 230. I mean, that 230 range and pull back down towards that 220. So I'm looking at it from both. I was looking at it from both standpoints, from the call and puts. So I was just trying to see if we was going to remain underneath that 235. I had both contracts like set and ready. Trust. I had both contracts set and ready. So I'm still, let me see. What was the price point? Oh yeah, let me see how that 221 look real quick. See that first one, I mean that was a beautiful play on that one. All right. Well, what contracts are you guys looking at? What stocks are you guys looking at? I'm just trying to adjust my contracts real quick because I just want to see because I'm still watching it. I'm still watching like a hawk. Because again, I mean, you do have room to fall down to that 220 as long as you stay underneath that 235. So I'm still watching that. So I'm just trying to reposition myself on these bad boys. It's like I just don't have a lot of volume on these contracts right now though. I see 15, see low as 10s. All right, chat. What are you guys looking at, guys? Like, what are you looking at? I mean, I just see a lot of weakness still on a lot of these plays. I mean, I just don't see, bullish volatility stepping in. See a lot more weakness than strength. See a lot more weakness than strength because you got Tesla getting a little weak, starting to curl a little bit. Look like that bad boy wants to curl. CRCL, I'm trying to see if those sellers going to come in aggressive and go for that possible pullback down towards that 220. So that's why I'm just keeping that on watch. Because it just does still look a little weak, man. I mean, so what do you guys think? What are you guys' game plans? Because CRCL just still has that. What time it is right now, too? 12 o'clock, and 12 o'clock is still. Okay, what price point do we need to for sure crack? Yeah, there we go. So let me see. What is price point is this? Around 231.50. Yep, look like CRCL look like it's starting to gear up to possibly pull back. Let's see. Cause look like you gapped down. So you did gap down on that bad boy. Damn, the angle out of spreads is, jeez, on these contracts, these spreads, it's all over the place. It's the only thing about it. Them spreads is sellers are way up here, buyers are way down here. That's why I ain't trying to chase the sellers. Hell to the no. Negative. Yep, SPY just still looks weak. SPY looks like it still wants to tumble back down. And it look like we may start arcing on CRCL. Look like an arc about to form. Like right underneath that 235, look like starting to arc. Starting to arc. When you're going from buyers right to sellers. Because sellers going to possibly try to take out that 230. If they go for that pullback, we could see a pullback. Like I said, look for a possible pullback down towards 220-ish. If they come in aggressive, we could see a possible pullback to 220. Like I said, SPY, if we do get some weakness or a strong pullback, we want to fall back underneath that 2650. Yup, CRCL's right back in there. I still got both contracts set. I'm just trying to see, like I said, I'm just keeping my eyes peeled because I do see a lot more weakness. Just trying to put myself on the right side of this damn thing. Yeah, so chat, what are you guys looking at? What are you guys' game plans? What y'all think the market is going to do? You think we're going to get this continued? Like, you think we're going to set up for this pullback, next pullback coming? Or do you think we're going to bounce and push our way back up towards the 628s to 630s? I mean, me from what I see, I mean, it just... Yeah, so it looked like, this is setting up, boss, for a nice little lower high bill. I mean, it looked like we could be setting up, especially once we crack underneath that 27, 24, where we could pull our way right back down towards that 626.50. Right back down to that old range.
Nadia says, $SPY will go up what I see.
Let's look at it. Let's see. Well, the only thing I have to disagree with you, Nadia, on that. The only reason why I'm gonna have to disagree a little bit on that, I'm gonna tell you why. I'll bring up the chart. I mean, we'll have to go all the way back, get that push back up, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because if you go back on SPY right here, if you go back right about here, you're hitting that trend line. See that? You're going from green to red. So that's the only thing. You're hitting this resistance now. Because you see, last time you hit that same resistance, you went from green to red, and then you got that nice pullback down to this trend line, which brought you down towards the low 620s, down to the 618-ish levels. So right here, you're hitting that trend line once again. So buyers would need, in order for us to get that nice push, buyers would need to recover, get right back on top of this candle's close for the push back up.
Old support turned resistance.
Yeah, so right here, Nadia, see, buyers we have to see, and we would have to have a strong push back up towards the upside. We'll need to get that push. This candle's two right here, because this candle's gonna close out at 1 o'clock. So what would need to happen is you would need to get that candle to flip. You would need to get the body of that candle to flip back up towards that 629.24 level, where we can utilize that candle's close, this green candle's close, to get that push up that way. So now all we did was get rejected off that green candle's close back down this way. So that's the only thing that I have to disagree with you on, just for right now, because again, we are underneath that level. And we are hitting resistance off that trend line and pulling right back down. That's the only reason why I have to disagree with you on that one. where you could be seeing a nice green and red move back down this way. Because you got to remember, we broke out of this old high level that we haven't came back down to even test yet. So keep that in mind. So we go back a little bit. See this? That level held up a strong resistance because every time you hit it, pull back. Every time you hit it, pull back. See, we broke out of it, but we haven't fell back down to it to test it on the downside, which that leaves room to fall back down to, to test it in due time. When you could go from these tops around that 629, 630 level, right back down towards that, 626 to 625 level, back down to this old breakout zone. So that next candle may, if this candle close out red, it may feed off of that candle's close at the bottom and pull back down this way 9 times out of 10. Because right now, the candle that we in right now, this level here, see, we're in the red right now. We're in the red, still showing weakness. We're in the red, still showing weakness. And there goes CRCL, guys. As I told y'all, that bad boy look like it's curling. Well, it looked like we could crack that 320 in due time and get that nice pull back down. So it looked like it may gear up to do so. So keep it on watch. As long as, like I said, those bears can take that 230 level away from those buyers, next level is going to pull down to 225 down to 220. That'll be another $20 drop from 240. So downtrend is still commencing. Downtrend is still commencing at this time. Tesla, like I said, SPY look like a lower high build from these tops from here, where it looked like it's creating a downtrend within itself. So I mean, that's still showing signs of weakness. And then look at the overall chart. You're going green or red after you hit that trend line, where you can, again, if you can't get a breakout above it, it's gonna get rejected and then possibly pull back down. Same thing here. Couldn't get a break, pulled right back on down, came down to this trend line for support, then you got that nice little bounce right back on up to it and hit resistance once again. So all you did was go from this trend line, rotate it up to this trend line, hit resistance twice, which we could again pull right back down towards these old breakout levels. So keep that in mind. And look like CRCL may possibly go. Let's see. Curl is going on, downtrend, descending wedge, where we could get a descending wedge squeeze. So guys, get ready for my puts. So see if we can get that 230 crack. 230 crack. You got nice room to fall. Yep, there it is. There it is. So god dang, as soon as I said it, I told you, see? I told y'all. Look like a descending wedge for a squeeze. That's why I got out of my call one. That's why I closed it out. I just saw it wasn't holding. I had to be smart about it. I broke even. I was like, nah, let me get out of that one and be smart.
Tokay says, I told y'all to, dog.
Yeah, and shout out to Talk. Talk said it too. Talk, you did mention it. You did say that. I give it to you. Credit to Talk too. Shout out to the GOAT. So let's see. Descending wedge, what's going to occur? So let's see. Can we stay now? Can sellers keep those buyers underneath 230? So from that level, you got room to fall down to that 225, down to 220. We get that continuation sell-off. SPY, crack that 227.24 for that pull back down towards 226.50. Where you go from these tops all the way down to these bottoms. So keep it on watch. Keep it on watch. Keep it on watch. It look like it's starting to gear up. As I told y'all to be prepared for it. CRCL told y'all to be prepared for that 230 crack. CRCL got that crack on 230. So the main thing now, you just want to stay. You want to close and stay above it. You want to see no pullback failures. You want to stay below it. You want that candle to successfully stay below 230. You don't want those buyers to recover, because that'll equal another pullback failure, thus giving you somewhat of a triple bottom. So you got one here, you got two here. What you want to avoid sellers puts is, again, a third bottom. You don't want to create a triple bottom for those buyers. That's why you want to successfully stay underneath 230. You want to avoid them. You want to avoid them making a third bottom. Because again, you already got one, you already got two, and then here. I know it should be more than that. Should be what should be that. Cause did we? Oh no, that is the second one. 1, 2. Yeah, that's the second one. So yeah, puts stay underneath 230. You do not want them to recover these bottoms right here. You want them to stay. You want to stay underneath it because you want to take that floor away from them. Keep that floor away from them. Don't give them opportunity to reclaim it again. Keep them underneath. Keep them underneath. You want that downtrend to continue. You want that downtrend to continue. And then we know it's gonna be a little tricky because I mean around lunch hours, I know it gets a little rough, man. It gets a little tough around lunch hours. Get that lunch hour, volume. But yeah, definitely want to stay underneath this price point because you don't want them to create a triple bottom. SPY, we got to take out that 27.24. We don't want them to create a double bottom. Take it out. Take it out. So once we crack that, stay underneath it. You got room to fall right back down towards that 626.50 because you don't want them to create a double bottom. You want to come in aggressive. You want to yank them. Take every floor away from them all the way down to 626.50. 626.50. Yeah, like I said, that's why I kind of got out of mine. I mean, to be smart about it because I didn't want to hold it back because I seen that the buying volatility wasn't there. So that's why I kind of I'm going to reset myself. So that's why I broke even. And I'll show y'all. I mean, all I did was break even on it because I just didn't see the buyers step in yet. So I didn't want to take that risk. So I was going to wait for buyers to step in and then, we can get that clear reversal. Then I can definitely attack it again. But, during this time, I didn't want to take no chance. That we didn't get the downtrend breakout. Buyers didn't step in. We didn't get that push, and I wasn't gonna do it. I was not gonna risk that. I was not gonna risk that. In no shape, form, or fashion was about to do it. Nope. Was not about to risk that one. And sure enough, got weak and pulled right back down. So I'd have been an idiot to still hold my bag. Wishing and hoping, knowing that it's going against me. Negative. Wasn't about to happen. I wasn't doing that. Was not about to set myself up for failure. Especially if I see those buys not stepping in. Nope. Negative. So right now, here you go, guys. SPY. Again, take out that 27.24 for that possible pull back down towards 26.50. Take them out. Take them out. But it does look like you got room to continuously sell off. So the main thing that we want to do for put, there you go. So the main thing we want to see is fall right back underneath that 26.50. Soon as it's like soon as I say something, it's like soon as I say something, it does it. It like it never fail. The minute I say it, it's like there you go. So there you go, guys. There you go. So now we want to see us a successful pullback all the way back down towards that 26.50. 26.50 because we want to fall back down into this range because we want to close them out. We want to close them out. We want to again, take all these floors away from those buyers, and we want to fall back in that range because what's going to happen is that could create a downtrend going into next week. So again, if we take them all out, create this downtrend setup going into next week, all of these are going to turn right back to resistance. It's going to turn right back to resistance. Bam! Woo! Now, what I said, Aussie? Was I live? Was I? Man, that is sick. I tried. Look what we pulled back down to. Why would I lie to y'all? 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 Pull back from these tops, and I told you, and Naughty, what I told you, that old breakout level, they could pull down to what? 25, around that 25.75 level, that old area here, where you have room to fall back down this way. Why would I lie to y'all? I told you. Once you lose that 27.50 level or 27.24, you have room to fall back down to what? 26.50. Why would I lie to y'all? Come on, man. Why would I lie to y'all? Aussie, did I not call it? Talk, did we not call it, boss? We tried to tell him. We tried to tell him. We tried to tell him, boss. We told him what to look out for. The possibility. And I mean, you fell directly on top of 26.50. Now what you want to do is fall underneath 26.50 because that's going to lead to more of a pullback. More of a deeper pullback because you want to fall back in that range.
Yes, sir.
Man, but shout out to you for calling that out too, boss. Like I said, congratulations on the alert, man. Thank you so much for your alerts too. Appreciate you, GOAT. Appreciate you. So he called it out too. I got to give credit to what credit is due. Called it out too. He yelled it, I yelled it. So we both yelled it out. We said, what to look out for? Tesla, CRCL, like I said, I told y'all, look for that 230 crack. As you can pull back down towards 225, the possible 220. Again, why would I lie to y'all, man? Why would I lie to y'all? Why do you think I jumped out of my calls? That's why you think I broke even. I saw that area wasn't holding. I seen that weakness. I was like, nah. And I started to see that curl. That's why I bailed out on the call side on that one. That's why I was like, nah, I bailed out. I wasn't gonna be stupid. Because think about it. What about if I've been holding my call and then next thing you know it's going against me? No, hell no. I was gonna be smart. I was gonna be smart about that. I seen that sign coming. That's why I jumped out. Nope. Nope. If I see it and I see the signs, I'm not going against it. Hell to the no. If I see those clear signs telling me don't you dare, I'ma show enough listen. Yeah, me tripping. She got me tripping. I ain't doing that. I ain't going against the grain if it's telling me what it's gonna do. Hell no. Now I can see. Let's see. Yeah, be about 220. I can see CRCL pulling down towards 220. I can see 220. Like I said, SPY, you want to crack back below that 226.50, because that's going to lead to more of a pullback, even down towards the 25.50s, back down to this mid area. And if you get a harder pullback, back down towards 24. Because then, in other words, you'll be falling right back down in that channel after the channel breakout. All you're doing is falling right back into this old range here. So right now, you're getting a bounce because you're bouncing on top of it at this moment. But you still have room to aim right down for it. You still have room. You still have room to aim down because you got to keep in mind, now you underneath what price point? 27, 24. Now that turned back to resistance. And you already know that's going to entice those sellers. That's going to entice sellers. As they try to bounce back up where they can clobber those buyers again and yank them. So keep it on watch. Keep it on watch because you got to keep in mind, now you're underneath all indicators, including the VWAP. So right here, once you got that VWAP rejection, right back on down towards 26.50. Right now, you're just catching a temporary little bounce. Let's see, can you create some bull traps? As buyers try to, if the sellers allow them, if we can go back up, clobber them, get rejected, and get a pull right back on down. Get a pull right back down. See, I didn't jump in because I was looking at CRCL because you remember I had to jump ship because I had to change my positions. That's why I didn't jump in on SPY just yet because I had to get out of my position on this one because I didn't see a bounce. I seen weakness and I wasn't going to go against the grain. I jumped out on that one because it would have went against me and hit me. So I had to take that one and run. I was like, nope. I just could not do it. I had to jump ship on that one. I was like, nope. So now I can focus on, focus back on SPY. But yeah, CRCL I had to bounce. I had to get away from it. Because I was going to give it a chance, but it didn't hold. So I wasn't going to be stubborn and go against the grain. I was not about to do it. Not about to do it. I had to be smart about that one. So like I said, from this level here, let's see if buyers going to try to push their way back on up, get caught in a bad bull trap for that second leg right back on down, trying to slam right back into that 26.50. So let's see what we get, guys. Let's see. I'm looking at the, and like I said, CRCL. Once you crack, like around this level here, we had that bounce. I think it was yesterday, day before yesterday, whatever. That's going to be around 2280. 2280. If we could crack that level, you could pull back down to these lows, which will pull you around 20. So that would equal out to damn near a $20 drop from 240 down to 220. And that will put you around that 20, the 90 MA. Back down towards the 90 MA. Because all you do is pull it back down from an overextension. Right back down to it. And you do have room to fall back down right where my alert is at 220. So you do have that. SPY, on the other hand, we just went over that. Oops. SPY, we just went over that setup. That all you did was get rejected off that trend line. Started to pull back down, and you do have room to possibly fall back down to this old breakout level, which is going to be around 25.75 level. Back down towards that EMA, which is around these levels down here. So you do have room. If that second candle, especially if this one closes out red, and that next one comes in, I mean, you do have room to go on another leg down this way. So keep it on watch, because I mean, buys again. In order to reverse that, buys will have to come in aggressive and get that candle or that body of that candle to go back up towards 629, when you'll have a long upper shadow back this way, and they'll have to do that within 30 minutes, because right now the candle that we in right now, this closed out at 1 o'clock, and so far we see a red candle, so that's not bullish at all. That's bearish. So far, once that next candle comes in, it's gonna feed off of that candle's close, because you gotta remember. Red candle closes down. Green candle closes up. So, if once that candle closes out and that new one comes in, it's going to feed off of that candle's close. So, that candle's close can create another resistance for a possible pullback down that way. So, keep that in mind. Keep it on watch. Well, we could see more pullback coming. Back down to what? 26.50. Even lower. And what I told y'all, CRCL, what I told y'all. You got to understand how to read these bad boys. Because right now we're at 26. Remember what I told you. Next level, we're going to go down to 225, down to possible 220s. Still feeding off of what? That trend line. Feeding off of that trend line. SPY, same exact thing. All you did was break out of this channel, this range of 24, 25, 24, 26, could fall right back in that same exact range on the downside. So I told y'all what to be prepared for. I told y'all keep it on watch. I told y'all I ain't gonna tell y'all no lie. Next level now, get a crack on these 2650. That's gonna put you back in this range. So everything's still starting to show bullishness, bearishness. Look at this, bearish candle. Still showing a bearish candle. That looks weak to me. All we gotta do is get that crack, and you'll fall right back in that range. So that's the goal. Crack back into that range of 26 to 24. Because that means that level's gonna turn back into it's no longer be support. Now be resistance, and then we have to focus on these levels as we go down. 2640, 2650, 2550, 2450. Yep, that's why I bailed my ass out of that one. I saw that coming. That's why I was like, nope. That's why I just broke even. I said, I just saw it. It screamed out, don't you stay in it, get out. I seen it, said nope, get out. And I bailed my happy self out of that one. I was like, nope. Nope. Be smart about it. Because right now you got PLTR turning. You got Tesla turning. So all of these are showing weakness. Definitely showing weakness. Because now SPY could be setting itself up for the second leg on down. So as we push back up into resistance, could be setting up for a possible two-legged pullback setup. So you already know how that goes. You'll get that nice little back end. Then you go back up into resistance. And then possibly come right back on down when you get that lowercase h. So could be setting up for that one. If they don't start to pull immediately. I mean, if they start to pull immediately, I mean, that's just a wrap for the buyers for right now. If they start to yank immediately on the 626.50, I mean, that's just a wrap. But if they do get a bounce back on up, where you see a few green candles up, I mean, do be on the lookout for resistance as you go back up, because you got to keep in mind you done fell down. Look, I don't think those sellers gonna give them a chance to even bounce. I don't think they're gonna give them a chance. It look like they about to start clobbering. Look like they trying to clobber those buyers right back into the 26.50. I don't think they're gonna even have a chance to make green candles. Cause those sellers are coming in, boy. They getting hungry. They hungry. Sellers are hungry right now. They ain't playing. Sellers coming in hungry. Let's see. Cause if you miss this move.
Yo, I know it's off topic, but how many genders exist?
Huh? Yeah, we're not gonna answer that. I mean, boss, we gotta stay stock related, man. We gotta keep it stock related, man. So right now, guys, you got consecutive red candles on down. Red candles on down. And then like and Cocker, like, man, just be grateful that you have that again, you're on this platform, man. Like I say, a lot of you guys, you know, with the trolling and stuff, like, man, like, be respectful, man. People treat y'all with respect, you know, do the same exact thing, man. Be respectful, please. Because I mean, there's no point of being, you know, negative trolling if nobody's coming at y'all in no negative way. Like, my thing is just please be respectful. And I'm saying it in the most mature and honest way. Just be respectful, please. Please be respectful. Because God watches everything you do, and I don't want none of you guys to lose out on your blessings, man. Don't do anything because God always watches. Just be respectful, please. So right now, guys, watch that 626 level, 626.50 to see can buyers go for a bounce and go for and as we run back on up into resistance. Let's see, can those sellers allow the buyers to push back up? Because if you miss this opportunity right here, you know, in order, you know, to avoid you know, buying around this level that could bounce, if we do get a bounce, wait for the upside, wait for some resistant levels, where we go green to red right back down. Kind of like an H pattern. So what we want to see, if you did miss this opportunity, let's see this, guys. Let's see this bounce, and let's see can we go into resistance for that pull right back on down this way. So let's see, can we turn 27.24 into resistance for the next leg down, where we'll get that continuation sell off this way. So that's what we want to see. Yeah, so right now, that's why I don't want y'all to go for puts at these bottoms if they're going to hold 9 times out of 10 hold.
Gaka12 says, I'm respectful, but it's just interesting that everybody I've asked said different stuff.
Nah, but I don't look into that, man. I don't. You know, that's why I said, and again, in Boston, I get what you're saying. I just don't really, you know, I don't get into all of that. I really don't, man. I really don't. I'm just being 110% honest. I don't get into all of that. Because the minute you say something, then somebody will come right back behind you. Then they'll have some type of argument, based off of your honest opinion. And then somebody start to argue just to create an argument. That's why I just said I'm not engaging in that. Just avoid anything. Because I'm not saying you like that, boss. I'm not saying you like that. But you got some people that may troll just to ask you something like that just so they can create an argument. And it's like, for what? So, like I said, I'm just being respectful just not to answer that. I just want to stay stock related. All I'm just trying to do is help these people, trade and put money in their pockets, man. That's all I'm trying to do is focus on that. It's just stock trade. Now, if you want to jump into stock trade too, boss, man, let me know. I can help you with whatever. Like, my thing is, I like to, put money in people's pockets. I don't charge anything. Free content, free live stream, give out free information, and, do what I can. But I just like to be respectful of everybody, man, because everybody have different opinions. And my thing is, I respect everybody's opinions on what they think, how they feel, But I do appreciate you for coming through, though, boss. Like I said, that's why I said I'm not taking no offense, man. But do appreciate you for coming through, though. All respect, man. I hope you have a blessed weekend, too, boss. All respects to you. So let's see, guys. So right now we could be creating a downtrend setup. See this? See how it creates this downtrend setup?
12 says, I'm following you.
Oh, I didn't even, man. I apologize. I didn't even know that you was following me. I do apologize, boss. Man, but thank you so much for the follow, man. Appreciate you. It's that, like I said, boss. It was just, when you do give your, and I'm not saying you, but when you give your honest opinion to certain people, again, not you. They'll find a way to create an argument. That's what I'm saying. They'll find a way to be like, nah, this is what I think. And they'll come at you. Just create an argument. And that's why. I like peace, man. I like to avoid confrontations. I like peace, man. I like to just crack jokes, talk about movies, 80s, 90s, or whatever. I like just have fun, man. Enjoy life. Life is short. Life is short, and there's so much drama going on these days. It's just people creating chaos. And like, for what? Because they're not happy with themselves, man. And like I said, you and the rest of everybody else, man, I want you guys to be successful, man. I want y'all to be successful. I want y'all to go far in life. I want y'all to succeed in life, man. Because, God got a lot of things in store for not only me, but for you guys. And I want to see you guys succeed. For sure, man. I wish all you guys the best, man. Number blessings. Nothing but blessings. But yeah, guys, but keep it on watch. Like I said, right now, downtrend is still commencing. Look at this. Pull back, bounce. Pull back, bounce. So let's see, can we create this downtrend, continuation downtrend setup? So right now, I did say expect a little bounce. That's why I didn't want you guys getting in at 2650 as far as a put. That's why I say be mindful for a possible bounce back on up into resistance. So keep it on watch. You got to keep in mind, you fell back underneath these old resistance levels, 27.24 up to that 27.82. So you can see right here where you had the first little top. So let's see, can we look for this next rejection for the next possible opportunity on down? So let's see. Can we get this continuation sell off after this bounce? So let's see. I ain't gonna lie though, I am ready for that Mortal Kombat 2 though, boy. I'm ready for that one. Cause man, looking at that trailer, guys, if y'all ain't see that trailer.
Where are you from?
Louisiana, boss. Louisiana born and raised, man. Bottom of the map, boss. Louisiana. So let's see. We're going to create this next opportunity, guys, for a possible next pullback coming. So let these buys push their way up into resistance. Let's see, can we create these bad bull traps for that nice move back on down. So again, if we go off of this setup, possible setup that we have right in front of us, let's see, can we get this continuation trend.
Nice, I'm from Hungary.
Man, shout out to you, Bob. Man, from Hungary all the way. Dang, man, that's a blessing. They have other people from different countries and stuff come to my channel, man. That's a blessing, man. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, boss. I'm very grateful, man, to have you guys. Because, coming from a stock streamer world, versus all these other people that do video games and all that, is a tough word to compete with, versus, these IRL streamers and gamers and stuff, with stock trading is really nothing exciting other than making money. But it's nothing exciting like other people with video games and IRLs. And I know sometimes stock trading can be boring. That's why I try to create fun around it, man. I try to create different sceneries, something fun where you guys just don't have to look at a chart and be bored by it. But do thanks to you guys' help, man. I do try to create fun, so it don't be a boring stream, man. But I'm doing the best I can. I'm trying everything I can, boss, to keep you guys here, man. But like I said, if y'all need help with stock trade, man, again, free content. I'm here to help you guys with whatever I can, man. So right now, even with this setup, to see, for people that may have missed these moves here, to see, okay, what can be the next opportunity. So let's see, guys, can we feel off of this? Can we follow through on this trend line to see once we go back up? Can we see some resistance back on down? So let's see, can we go for that next opportunity, possible opportunity? So downtrend.
12 says, can you guess what is my side hustle RN?
I can't even lie to you, boss. I can't even lie to you, because there's so many side hustles. I mean, trading. Trading. I don't know. I'm just being honest. I mean, if this trade, man, we need to definitely link up. We need to definitely link up on that. So here we go, guys. Here we go.
12 says, gambling.
Man, you good at it though? Cause I know my aunt, well, she gambles at the I forgot which casino, man. She had hit. I think she had won a car. But I know she be hitting. I don't know how she do it, but she be hitting. I don't even know what she plays, but I know she be hitting. To get a car, yeah, she. So yeah, that's crazy. All right, let me extend my.
12 says.
Yeah, I swear. No. Like, I swear she had got. I think it was a Lexus. I think she had got. She had won a Lexus. Cause at first when I went to the house, I was like, "When the hell you got this car?" I'm thinking that they bought it from the dealership. Got it from the casino.
Doing sports betting and I'm
Oh, my brother does it. My brothers they do sports betting. They normally focus on football for sure, and football and basketball. I think they started to get into was it soccer? I think it was something else. I know for football for sure, football and basketball. And they was hitting. They was making like damn near $1,200 a bet. But yeah. So I had to give them my money to do it for me because I couldn't do it because I don't even know how that works. So I let them do it. So I do the trading on their end, and then they'll do the sports bets on my end. So, but yeah, that's what he does. That's what they do. They do sports betting. They bank on it. Because I know if I tried, I don't even want to. I'm not real good at gambling. The only time I won, I went to the casino and I won, $500 off of 25 cent, and I cashed out because I was not about to put it back in. Once I won 500, I was done. Nope. Because I knew that would entice me to put it right back in and lose it. Now, once I win a good amount, I cash it. Take my blessings and run. I'm not about to. Nope. All right, guys. Look for this possible next opportunity. As we pulling back up, look for this next possible opportunity. Make it that next movement on down, guys. Because you already know what we have to take out is that 626.50. 626.50. That'll be the next key level. As we come back on down, we want to get that continuation downtrend.
Says, sorry for bringing in the drama again, but soccer is called football.
Well, no. Well, yeah, from that area. Yeah, no. And I get what you're saying. But I'm saying from here, well, they out here we look at it differently. We see soccer as soccer, and we look at football as football. So I do apologize about that. But yeah. Yeah, so they do, like I said, they do basketball, they do football and soccer though. And I know, yeah, soccer is called football, in other countries. Yeah, you're right about that. So my bad if I didn't clarify that. I do apologize, boss. See, now you got me want to go gamble now. I'm not gonna lie. Now you done started me. Now I feel like going to the casino just for the fun of it. Because I used to just go there to get free drinks. I ain't gonna lie to you. I used to go to the casino just to get free drinks. And I would sit at the slot machine when I played. Because you know how you have to, now these days the rules are you gotta be playing in order for you to get a drink. So I'll be sitting there pressing buttons. Shit not even moving. Get my little free drink. I'll get about 4 of them, then go home. I ain't do that on purpose.
We call it football and American football.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, gotcha. I ain't gonna lie, G Money. I'm waiting on that. I'm waiting on Mortal Kombat 2 though, boy. I saw that trailer that dropped not too long ago, boy. I can't wait for that one. I'm waiting on that Mortal Kombat 2. I think that's gonna be nice. Oh wait, did I get my right contracts? I'm steady talking, not even looking at my contracts. Let me see. Yeah, so I'm waiting for this bad boy. Okay, so red counter. So we should be seeing green counter. Trying to read these carefully. So right now we're getting rejected underneath that 27.24. 27.24. What we got left? So 1 minute left on this candle. 30 seconds. 30 seconds. 30 seconds. So let's see, can we stay underneath that? Hold that level. Let's see, can we stay underneath it? Stay underneath it. Stay underneath it.
Got 12 says. And there is a plot twist.
What on part 2? Keep it on watch, guys. Keep it on watch. Keep it on watch. Just make, even if we go sideways, just make sure we stay underneath that price point. Stay underneath that price point. I'm trying to see what these lows at on these damn on this chart. Was it 11? No, 10. I mean, I can try to test it out.
Got 12 says. I'm 12.
Oh damn! I didn't know that, boss. That's crazy. Hey, I mean, the way you're talking, I mean, you sound very mature though, man. So shout out to you though, boss. Man, much success to you, man. That's crazy. We're gonna pull back. Let me see. Where these lows at? Trying to get these lows. Let me see if I can grab them. I want to see what these lows gonna be at. Hopefully, I can grab my contracts. Look around 8 cents maybe. So I want to see if we can get a spike back on up. We get a spike back on up real quick. I want to see if I can grab my orders.
Nadia says. Spy to $625.
Yeah, so I'm trying to just.
$50. Got 12 says. I ain't even learning English.
Oh wow, boss. Let me see if we can get this pullback real quick, cause I want to see if we get a bounce back up real quick, cause I want to watch to see what these entries are. Let me see. It might pull back to one of my entries. Let me see. I'm trying to see what these actual lows is at as it pushes back up. I want to make sure I got the right entry. I see 7, cause I want to make sure I got the right one. I don't miss it. Let me see. Alright, squeezing back up. I want to see if I can catch it. So right now, guys, we're getting that little push back up towards the upside. Keep in mind that trend line. Keep in mind that trend line. I want to see, because I want to see if we can grab my orders real quick. Because I mean, what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to try to play off this downtrend setup. I want to play off this downtrend setup. So what I'm waiting for this push back up. I want to see it, to see can we get one more potential squeeze, you know, up towards these areas and then possibly come back down. That's what I'm trying to see. And as we pulling, because I'm trying to see what these lows at is on this contract. I see 7, between 7 and 8 on this contract, but I don't know if it's gonna grab it. Damn. Okay, you see we hitting that 400 moving average. We starting to curl just a little bit. Damn, I think I might have missed it. I was trying to grab it. I was trying to grab the lows on it. I was trying to catch those bottoms on my candle. Oh, there we go. Still pulling. Let me see 8. Let me see if it's gonna grab it. Let me see if it's gonna grab it. Did it grab it? It's like right there, right where my entry is at. I want to go with 1 just to test it. Ah, I think it missed it. Ah, you son of it missed me. God, I was trying to catch those lower shadows on my contract, and then pull down all the way to where I had it at. Like it's off. God damn it.
Says, do you want to hear a Hungarian sentence? You're gonna be amazed.
I never heard that ever in my life, boss. I ain't gonna lie to you. Oh, look, and it's turning. It missed my damn entry. God, dog it. I was trying to go for these tops, all right, right off of these upper shadows on that green candle. I was trying to go off of that one. It had missed my damn entry. Damn it. God, dog it. Because like I said, when you look at it, when you're looking at it like Nadia, like another trick to this is like, okay, you remember how I told you guys to flip the charts upside down in your head, like even if you're looking at it from a put standpoint, like okay, if you're looking at the chart upright, the way it is now, right, from a call standpoint, but you're on a put, so that means that, excuse me, that means that that level on your put contracts, that candle will be red when it's green. So that means that you're getting a lower shadow on that candle and then back up on the puts, because you remember they're doing the opposite. So think about it. Okay, if you flip that in reverse, right, that means that you're pulling back down to a floor on your puts. Like this will be your floor upside down. So this area will be your puts, right? And you're catching lower shadows below it, but you're recovering off this floor here back on up. So that's what I was trying to do. So I was trying to catch the upper shadow and for the recovery of the floor so it can start to reverse. God, dog, watch. Let me show you, for example, what I mean. I was trying to do it too. So, okay, for example. Okay, so when that candle is green, that candle on your puts should be red. See that? So when it's green on calls, it's red on puts. So what I was trying to do was catch those upper shadows, which should be lower shadows on my contract. So once those shadows recover, the main thing we should be holding is this floor level, which is 10 cents right here based off of this contract. So that means that as long as 27.24 holds, then that means the 10-cent level should hold on my contract because they are equal to one another. So as long as 27.24 holds, 10 cents should hold, right? That's another way to look at your contracts. So once you start to kind of what's the word I want to use? You start to kind of compare the two, then that's how it's easy for you to play off of it. So that means once those candles turn red, you should be seeing your candles turn green. So that's how I do it. So I look at the charts upside down in my head, and I already know my prices. So what I do is, okay, I take this area here. So in my mind, on the put side, this area should be a bottom. So we should pull back on my puts, but then recover it, just like it did here. It pulled back on my floor, then recovered. So that means that the floor on my puts should be resistance on the calls. So that's what I was trying to do. That's why I said I missed. I was trying to catch that lower shadow as I seen it hit up here. I was trying to catch it. That's what I meant. Because again, I got to the point. See, look at that. See? So that means you're bouncing off. Your put should be bouncing. Your put should be bouncing, trying to move its way back up as you're pulling back down in calls. Now you see how I flipped it in my head and I'm trying to play off of it? So that's all I did was compare it in my head because I already knew my resistance was. I knew my resistance was around 27.24. So I was expecting a little spike above it and then fall back underneath it. That's why I was trying to catch that upper shadow where I had a good entry, but then I would have had protection right at my 27.24. So in other words, on my contract, I was looking for a price below 10 cents, right? So that means around 8 cents to 9 cents, give me a little bit of cushion, but then I would have 10 cents protecting it for the move back above 10 cents up to 15, 20, and so forth. That's what I was trying to do. See that? So that means if you would have caught those lows, 8 cents, 10 cents, 8 cents, 9 cents, your 10 cent level would have held. Now it's bouncing off of 10 cents, now pushing your way back up towards 15, 20, and so that's what I was trying to do. I can't believe I was trying to catch it. I was trying to catch it, man. God dang it. See what I mean? Look at your contract. Look at your puts. So it's doing the opposite. See? I was trying to catch the lows underneath 10 cents where I would have some good lows. I can just hold it and let that bad boy ride on up as those candles transition from red to green. So that's what I was trying to do. That's what I'm trying to do real quick. Because, you can even do that. You can even do that with scalping purposes. Like, if you go in with like 5 contracts, like at 10 cents, which is what, $50? Every 10 cents on 5 contracts is $50. So half of that is 25. So 5 cents is 25, 10 cents is 50. So that's another way to do quick scalps. You can do that too. So look, for example, like what I was just trying to do. You would have got 5 contracts on here. Goes up, up towards 15, you'd have been up already $20. If that bad boy runs up from 10 cents all the way up to 20 cents, that's 10 cents on a five contract, you'd have been up $50. So now you get it. That's what I was trying to do real quick. I was trying to get in these lows from 10 cents for that push up to 20 cents off of 5 contracts. I would have had $50 just right there off of a scalp. That's what I was trying to do, and it missed my damn order. It missed my order. Man. I was trying to catch it. I was trying to get it. You try to go for a quick scout.
Gaha 12 says, tell K a sentence and I translate
it. Good afternoon. Damn, boy. Look how much I'd have been up already. Look at that. That'd have been 50 cents. 50, look at that. From 10 cents up to 20. Look at that. See that?
Ingrid Aussie Chick
Look at that.
says, earlier J Boss you were saying about your contract being 30 cents, then it went to $2. Can you explain exactly what you mean?
Wait, huh? Wait, contracts being 30 cents. No. Oh, no. I was talking about the, I was talking about CRCL. CRCL, because the way that CRCL, it moves aggressive. Like right here, for example. See, yeah, the contracts on CR, because you got to think about the movement, because CRCL moves differently. Versus, SPY. SPY then moves by $2, in a sense. CRCL, on the other hand, move by $20. So,
Got 12 says, Joe Napat or Joe Napat keeping up.
man, that's interesting, boss, man. Appreciate you on that, though, man. But yeah, but Aussie, yeah, the way that CRCL moves is way different versus SPY, Nvidia and all of this, because this bad boy moves by $20 versus SPY, and it moves damn near by $2. So, depending on how the stocks move, that's how aggressive your contract gets. So yeah, as I was getting everything set up for CRCL, the 240 contracts was at 30 cents, and I'll bring it up. The contracts was at like 30 cents, but when it went on a $20 drop, you gotta think about it. A $20 drop on a 240 contract is gonna make it move fast. Like, you'll see dollar movements. So, and I'll bring it up, because again, it's just based on how your stocks move. Like, that bad boy moves by $20 increments, so you're gonna see way more bigger profits versus that.
I gotta go, boss, but I might come back.
I appreciate you, boss. Appreciate you, G Money, man. You have a blessed one, man, and have a blessed weekend if we don't see you, man. Thank you for coming through too, boss. Appreciate you. Have a blessed one. So let's see. Let me go to CRCL. Here we go. What contract was that on the put side? It was 40, right? I think it was 240. 240. Now I'll show you I'm not lying. Like, I'll show you that I'm not lying. Let me go to a 240 contract. I'll show y'all that I'm not joking. Real quick. Let me go to it. I think this was the one. Was this the one?
Ingrid Aussie Chick says, so that means one contract is 100 shares at 30 cents.
Yeah, think about it. Okay, look, and again, it's based off the movement that your stock makes. So CRCL made a big movement. So it went up, but you had a nice $20 drop, which affected your contracts as far as the movement. So look for example right here, CRCL on the puts, 240. Your contracts was as low as 70 cents, right? When it went on that drop, look where it's at now, $15. Think about it. One contract alone, 70 cents, and look how quick your account would have changed because of the way that CRCL moves. It doesn't move by $2 increments. That bad boy moved by $20 increments. So that's what made that bad boy so aggressive. I mean, look right here. Look at the proof. The bottoms, 70 cents. Tops, $15. Think about it. So let's do the math on that real quick. Aussie, look. And it was off of CRCL. So we'll take, how high did we got? We'll round it. We'll just say $15. $15 minus 70 cents equals $14 times 100 shares. You'd have had, look at that quick. That quick. You'd have turned a $100 account to $1,400 that quick. See how powerful that CRCL is off of even one contract? You see that? How powerful that was by catching those tops at 260 all the way. Yeah, look.
Okay, Lousa, I'm getting it. Thanks for explaining.
Yeah, and it's all based on how your contract, based on how your stock moves. Like I said, CRCL, that bad boy moved by $20, not $2, not $5. You can see right here what it did. It went from 260 down to 240. That was $20 alone. Then from 240, you're slowly moving down to 220. It's slowly moving down to 220. So think about it. All together, from 260 damn near down to 220, that is a $40 drop that CRCL just made in one day. So think about the aggression on your contracts, on how quickly you can change your account that fast, that damn quick. That's what I meant about $30 to 20. But I think I was looking at a different contract at the time. But that one was a 240 contract. I mean, you can see the proof. All you had to do is invest right around 70 cents, and as that drop happens on your puts, that bad boy took you from 70 cents all the way up towards $15 with a change of $100 account that damn quick. That is crazy. And now, I mean, and what you had to do was Play the momentum. You went green, and you already know the routine also on these type of movements. When you go straight up, 9 times out of 10 you're gonna go straight down. That's just like reverse. If you go straight down, 9 times out of 10 you're gonna go straight up. Because when you see those consecutive green candles in a row and you're not building up an uptrend, because you know how uptrends go. You'll have pullback bounces, where you'll see a few red candles in between. This one, it just straight up, right into resistance, right back on down. So all you did was run damn near $20 up, $20 back on down. That was it. That was pretty much what it did. That in that instant could have changed your account that damn quick. That quick. But the reason why I got to it late because I was still working on the OBS, and then that's when and shout out to Huhwhere, he brought it to my attention. But as he brought it to my attention, I had missed it. It already started pulling.
220 support, then 210 support.
So right now, Nadi, it's just on a slow grind. It's just on a slow grind, but you do have room to go down towards that 220. You do have room to still move down to 220, to that 220 level. So we got about, where we at right now, 225. So I still got about almost like a little $5, still $5 pullback. So you still got $5. I know a lot of people missed the $20, $40 drop, but you still got $5 on down. $5 to that. And then the reason why we said that level is because, look right here. Remember the chart I brought up about that downtrend resistance? Boom. Hit that trend line, pull back. Hit that trend line, pull back. So watch as you slowly pull down to these low areas. Look at this old breakout area right here. Right about here. Go across the board. Right about here. Right where we at. So like I said, as long as that candle can feed off of this one, you can utilize that as another chance of resistance for a pullback down. So, but keep in mind, you are getting close to that 90 MA. So let's see. Keep it on watch to see how it's going to react around 220 and around that 90 MA. You did have a lot of room to fall back down to the 90 MA. So you ran up as high as like damn near 260. And you see that long upper shadow. So you fell from 260 all the way down towards that 90 MA. So all you do is play the extension game. You got overextended, just like back here. Overextended. Look right here. Look what your 90 MA was all the way down towards what? 230. And that bad boy ran all the way up towards damn near 300. Then that extension right back on down. So you see that? Play the overextension game. It's a winning opportunity. Play the overextensions. Bam. Once you get your pattern set in, downtrend set up, you already know. Upper shadow, body of the candle fell right back underneath the downtrend. Then you get that pullback. See, by the time, like I said, that Huhwhere was telling me, it was already setting up, so I had missed that one. That's why I was trying to anticipate a bounce back up. That's why I was trying to see who was going to get it, but that's why I bailed out. Because I knew the potential back up towards the upside off of a nice bounce.
Yo, Jay, remember the small port challenge I started on Monday? Nadia said.
I don't even want to know. Huhwhere, I don't even want to know. I don't even want to know. I don't even want to know. Because I know you went from 400, and then you went up to... No, you started at 400. Then you went up to 900. Then you went from 900 to... I think 2,300. And I don't even want to know. I don't even want to know. I just the thought of it. I don't even want to know. I don't even want to know.
No, you need to see it.
All right, go ahead. Oh, did you post it? What the hell was that? I heard that thing. Oh. Yeah, you posted in Discord? Jeez Louise. Okay, guys. Let me take a look. God, I don't even want to see it. I already know. He murdered it. Oh, Jesus Christ. Go give me.
Huhwhere says. 1 week by
Guys, let me. Can I show him? Can I show him, boss? It's yours. Can I show them? Let me. Well, before I show it, I'm gonna tell you when you have a game, and again, Huhwhere is a great example. Okay, before I show y'all, I'm gonna just tell y'all. For a lot of people who have small accounts, they doubt themselves. This was in a week. He started with $400. $400. And by having a steady game plan, executing on his trades, he turned $400.
Nadia says.
5,000.
UNH. Huhwhere says. 480 LOL.
Okay, 480. So he took a $400 account, $400 account this week. $400. Turned it to $5,000. But you see the possibilities, guys, when you doubt yourself. I'll have a small account. I can't make money. He just took $400, roughly 500, and went to 5,000, guys. But that shows you when you believe in yourself, you have confidence in yourself, you execute on your trading plans. Look what happened. He turned $400, $500 rounded, $500 to $5,000 in one damn week.
Huhwhere says, men lie, women lie, numbers don't.
And again, when shout out to Huhwhere, because again, he always shows his credibility, man. He always shows his credibility. And that's why, I mean, shout out to Huhwhere for always, sharing his incredible insights, man, for always being honest, brutally honest, and I mean, that's what I love about him, man. That's why I'm glad and I'm blessed to have him in our corner, guys. That's why I'm blessed to have him. So, guys, take advantage of Huhwhere while he's here, guys. When he's putting out information, understand why he's calling it out, his thought processes. But if he can do it, because you got to understand, he wasn't born with this type of knowledge. He had to learn. He had to grow. He had to learn from his mistakes and better himself. Same thing with you guys. You guys have the same kind of, you have the ability to do so too. You could be another Huhwhere, where you calling out these plays, helping out other people. He had to start from somewhere, and look where he's at now. Now he's taking the blessings that God put into him and he's sharing that with other people. And the more he does that, more blessings are going to come his way. Shout out to Huhwhere for that. So, you got to stay positive, guys. Stay positive. Stay positive. Keep rocking and rolling. Because think about it. Aussie, we were just talking about on how account changing this was. Just off of $100 on this play alone.
This was all because of CRCL. Queen 39 says, where can you do post for 1 week whenever you getting and what kind of trades you taking?
Yeah, and he also, well, like I said, he learns a lot on my Discord, and also, Queen, that's why I put him in on my Discord calls, so you can hear him talk about it. So that's another reason why I do it too, Queen. But he mainly posts on my Discord. So if you want to hop on my Discord, if you haven't, Queen, if you need the link, I'll send you the Discord link, because he normally posts it on there too as well. He does post alerts. He does post alerts. Oh shit, I was wondering what my damn thing was. So right now, look at this, guys. Downtrend is still going in effect on CRCL from $60. Remember I told you we could pull down to $220, which is what? A $40 pullback. From $260 down to $220, that's a $40 pullback. Imagine holding this and still riding this on down, $40. Account changing, ain't it? But you seen the power of it. And think about it. Look what Huhwhere just did.
39 says, I am trying to learn market structure, able to figure out trades, but somewhere I am missing.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask you this, Queen. It's not hard at all. Okay, Johnny. Okay, did I add, let me also add you in a circle too, because I have a private circle. Let me check it out. I think I got you on there though. Let me go back to it. Let me double check that. Let me go into general. Let me see, Queen, so I can add you to the other list too. Let me go to my friends list real quick. I got you on there.
He'll hop on real quick if you want me to join.
Yeah, man, boss, you want to do it now? Queen, I mean, I'll get him in now. I mean, he already know Huhwhere is always, he already on there. I see him already on there. Let's go. Let's go, boss. Is he on?
What's good?
There we go, boss. Got you, man. Congratulations, guys. Congratulations, boss. Job well done on that challenge, and thank you for showing, because it also again gives these traders with small accounts the confidence, showing that, man, if you can do it, they can do it. They just got to have the will, and again, put in the work, because like I told them, you wasn't born with this knowledge. You had to learn. You had to pick up on this, learn from your mistakes, and now you're the trader that you are now, helping other people.
Yeah, I mean, like that circle thing, dude, that was the catalyst for this one, to be honest. So, I mean, even with the circle trade is absolute monster. So
okay, so what you think the setup is from this point? I mean, do you think? I mean, because I think that we can still fall down to 220, but around that 220 level, do you think buys would step in for the possible push back up?
We talked about this. Do you remember when it was we were looking at this at the 230 mark? Or
Yeah, 230. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, look, like I said, this is increment of like $20 drops.
Yeah, $20 drops. Yeah.
I mean, like it's a mod. I mean, this is like a foreshadowing of like how GameStop and AMC was on like crazy up and down.
Yeah.
So, I mean, this was like an absolute, especially for a Friday contract.
Yeah.
This was a monster.
Yeah, and then like I was telling people, Huhwhere, all they had to do was look at this pattern setup right here. I mean, you had a nice downtrend setup and a nice little U-shaped resistance right here. Every time you hit that purple trend line, pull back. Purple trend line, nice pullback. Like right there was a nice little rinse and repeat. As long as that trend line is in play the pullback.
Yeah, I mean, like this was like a technical chart, like master.
Oh yeah,
like
and
it followed suit.
and
That's
then
crazy.
and plus, as you think about it, boss, all they did too was play the overextension. Because once you got overextended off that 9MA, as we got that breakout here, all we did was fall right back down to the 9MA right here. All you did was call the overextension right back down to it.
Do you remember when you hopped on to the Discord earlier and we were talking about Hood earlier?
Yeah. That's the one I was scapping.
107.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy. And that's when I said right after I got out of my hood trade. That's when you had alerted CRCL. And by the time I was switching over, that bad boy was already pulling. I was like, God. That's when I told you I seen that 30-cent contract ran up to like $2. I was like, God, dog. But that 240. No, boss. Had you with I don't know what contract you got in on it. That 240 contract went from 70 cents to $16. 70 cents to 16.
The 250 put right now, it's
Look at that.
average cost. The cost when I got in was $16.50, and right now the current price is $25.10 right now. I mean,
That
like
is
50%. I mean, that's insane, dude. I mean, like you don't find those type of numbers nowadays.
No.
In this market.
No. That is crazy. Because I remember, you was alerting it. You was definitely alerting that one.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely gave everyone heads up.
Yeah.
So,
You've been doing since Monday.
Yeah, you guys should have seen the setups on this one, and I mean, now, does this happen often? No. I mean, like, what I built up this week was an absolute monster, and I got super lucky with the trends that it was doing, but it's not reasonable, right?
Yeah.
I just looked at the major stuff that I got into, so don't expect that. I mean, I don't like to post and brag about, hey, this is how much I made today. I mean, you don't really learn anything from it, but I just wanted to just show that if anyone started with like a $500 port or $1,000 port, I mean, just think of you just 1,000% your account. I mean, you made more money than someone who just worked as a doctor for a week. So
That's facts. That is facts. Yeah, so
this
right.
pays, and a lot of people will say that this market was is slow and yada yada. I mean, look, you find the right setups, you'll find the market for it. There's always plays.
Oh yeah, definitely, 110%. That's why I also have my another thing I be having too, boss. That's why I have my little watch list up here. Where even the ones you called out from Hood, BBA, I look at the top gainers to the top losers. Now the reason why I look for top losers too, because I look for bottoms. Just in case that bad boy is hitting bottoms, where we can start to rotate our way back on up. Where it go from the top losers now back into the top gainers.
Yeah. And word of advice, because there's some people, I mean, that was asking questions on, hey, look at this ticker, look at that ticker. I'm gonna just be honest with you. If you're looking, like, for example, Apple, right? I called out Apple. The Apple move happened already. It's you don't want to look at charts like Apple and Google like that, where it's slow movers. I mean, it's great that you're looking at it, but you want to look at stuff that people are trading. You want to go with the trend.
Exactly.
Right? You don't want to. I'm happy that you're like, okay, these are my 5 top stocks. This is what I'm going to master. That's fine. That's perfect. I want you to master 5 stocks that you're comfortable with, where you close your eyes and you look at the stocks and you're like, okay, I know how this movement's going to be. But if you guys don't trade stuff like Circle today, like Hood this week, you're missing out on money makers that other people are making.
And that's what another thing, and that's another thing I try to tell them too as well, boss. Like when they be throwing out these tickets to me, I'm like, you may be looking at it, but like you were saying, majority may not be looking at it. Like you said, they may be in a whole different type of play, making money on that one, while you still watching something that's not really doing anything. You missing out, like you said, you missing out on opportunities.
Exactly. I mean that's why like watching the tickers for changes is really important. So just keep an eye on it, because guess what? Because you missed it this time doesn't mean that history is going to repeat itself maybe a month down the line, 2 months down the line, but you'll know what the setups look like.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Oh, I missed out on this, but guess what? When I see something like this again in that particular stock, I know what's going to happen.
Yep. Man, but that was
Nah,
incredible.
dude. I mean, but that's
And 5,000 in 1 week is insane. From 400 to
that's monster, dude. That's absolutely kind of bonkers. That's kind of crazy.
yeah, you like a mad scientist, man. Something. You're not human. You're not human.
Yeah, I mean, my guys were like, all right, well, I mean, like I was gonna add funds to that one, but then now they're saying they want me to build that 5K to a 25K.
And that's right over the PDT. And then think about it. That's crazy. It's another crazy thing because you took a small account. That's another amazing thing. And then 2 weeks, say for instance you do it. You took $400, turn it to 5,000, and then now next week if you catch another great play, you can definitely cross the PDT in 2 weeks.
Yep. But, I mean, what I usually tell everyone, right? And what I tell everyone with this is, you have to reward yourself, right? So basically, I mean, if this was my main port, me personally speaking, and this you don't have to follow me, I would take out maybe $500, $600, and pay yourself for the reward what you just did.
Yeah.
For an accomplishment.
Exactly.
And you just go out and you just do whatever the hell you want. You meet a killing, you reward yourself, get yourself a nice dinner. You know, that's how you keep the momentum going. And you're like, okay, next week I'm going to make an X amount so I could buy this. Like, have a budget, keep a goal, for sure.
Yep, exactly. Man, appreciate you too for everything, man. And thank you for all the insights. Because like you said, I mean, it was a lot of game changes that took place this week from, like you said, Hood, Tesla, CRCL. I mean, a lot of plays that you called out was definitely spot on. Definitely spot on.
Yeah, I mean, dude, I think next week is gonna be another crazy week. So I think
and then we have the FOMC meeting. I think on the 23rd. I think, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's gonna be around the same time Tesla should be releasing their earnings, right? No, it's the 30th. The 30th.
Yeah, I think that's following next week.
Yeah, the 30th. I think the FOMC meeting. Yeah, it's the 30th. Yeah, I'm sorry. My apologies. Yeah, the 30th.
It's gonna be some vol. I mean, like there's gonna be some nice earnings coming up. So volatility is going to be pretty interesting. But man, dude, that circle was a blessing.
Oh yeah, yeah, that was crazy.
Jay, I know you're punching air at 30 cents. I know you're still thinking.
Man, I mean, I'm talking about as soon as I was closing out my hood, because I went up to that first alert. I caught scalps on that one, and as soon as I was heading over to CRCL, as it hit that 260, man, I started to see that decline, and I mean that drop. I was like, oh my god! And then I was like, man, I was putting myself in chasing it because it just left without me. Because next thing I know, it went from 30 cents to $1 to $2. I was like, son of a. Oh man, yeah, I was hurt. Yeah, oh god. But like you said, there's always opportunities, man. There's always gonna be another opportunity presented. So always opportunities.
Don't be upset that you missed.
Oh no, yeah,
oh
nah.
my god.
Because that would have changed my account today for sure. Because that would took that $100 account, I would have been up 1,000. I've been following right behind you, trying to compete with you, trying to get the 5,000.
All bullshit aside, yeah. I mean, even if you had a freaking $100 account, you would have crossed the 1,200 mark with that.
Yeah, I just showed them that. Let me go to it real quick. I think I pulled up the.
And you know what the crazy thing is? And that's a lateral movement down in less than maybe 10 minutes.
Yeah,
15 minutes.
yeah, exactly. Look right here, boss. I'm bringing it up right here. Look, that 240. So if they would have had a $100 account, the lows on that one was 70 cents. Let me shrink it up a little bit. 70 cents. In 70-cent investment would have took their account from $100 to damn near 1,500, almost crossing into 2,000.
I mean, that's how I blew up my account today.
That's
why the biggest gain happened on Circle.
And I mean, right when I was going for it, it went up. I was like, as soon as I was getting my account, my everything set up, it jetted. I was like, bitch. I was like,
But I mean, look, that movement happened. Now a lot of people are going to keep that in to watch next week.
Oh yeah.
It might not do it on Monday or Tuesday, but when the momentum rebuilds back on it, holy crap! I mean, now you know how much it could go up.
Yeah. You're right. Yep, because we gotta get that move up first to get that move right back on down. Yeah, so I agree with you on that. I agree with you. So yeah, it can still be opportunities on the upside, back down to the downside. Because I mean, the way that chart is setting up on this boss, right here, CRCL. I mean, we still in this downtrend range. right close to that 9 MA, which is close to 220. So you already got one engulfing red candle. Now we're in the second half market, going off of this candle. So I mean, we could see a possible second leg down, where once we fall underneath that candle's close here, we could, we get that reversal where that candle could turn red. I mean, we could get a continuation sell off back down this way. I mean, it's a possibility.
Yeah, I mean, dude. I mean, we were spot on with the circle movement.
Oh, especially around 260.
That 223, even that level was a confirmation. Then that was perfect, and that's why we all jumped out of it right there. But man, today was a crazy day.
Man, tell me about it. Your count changed. $5,000. This is insane. But like I said, it goes to show you the capability that, like you said, as long as you have a game plan behind it, the possibility of what can change. Again, you just simply showed that within the week that you took damn near a $500 account, ran it up to 900, then from 900 up to 2,300, then from 2,300 now to 5,000. 5,000 away from 10 grand from the double digits is insane. That is crazy.
I mean, just keep your out on plays like this. I mean, like I'll if I'm not talking here, Jay, I'll just put a play up on Discord, be like, hey, this is a pretty interesting one, so your guys can follow it. But I mean, you gotta look for stuff like this on your own.
Yeah, and that's why the alerts you put out, I put them in my list. That's why I tell people to make a list on their TOS where they can, keep it up to date. And I have mine based off my percentage level, where it shows all the, the top ones in green and all the, the ones low in red, where I can see, what is our top gainers for today and so forth. And that's why I tell people, like, even when you put out alerts, whatever ticker, I always throw them right into my charts, just to always keep it in mind and take it seriously for another, next opportunities.
Yeah, so I like, hopefully they'll be played like this next week. But I mean, this week's been fucking crazy.
Oh yeah, because but you also alerted that we was also in an overextension, because that's one thing again that went over people's heads that I remember that you said that SPY and a lot of these companies.
We said this. I said it this morning to you especially. So I was like, dude, we're overextended.
Yeah, overextended.
Like yesterday was a bullish day, which what did I say? You need the market to push in order for it to pull back.
Exactly.
So that was perfect. And then plus the 10 o'clock numbers came out. It was meh. It wasn't what the market expected. And
I ain't gonna lie to you. Another alert I gave to everybody. I said, guys, we may be on the inverted cup and handle pattern, especially with SPY. And I said we could pull our way right back down to what price point? 26.50, right where it's bouncing out on my green line right here, boss. I told him we could see a possible inverted cup setting up, and look what we did. Inverted cup from yesterday's bounce into today's pullback bounce right here. Same exact price. The bottoms 26.50 ran on up after hours, pre-market, intraday, right back down to that same exact area, 26.50, creating a what? Inverted cup. And I told them that to be on lookout for that. That's why I told Puts yesterday, don't force it. Y'all noticed that I told you guys this yesterday. I said, as this is going up, do not try to short an uptrend, because you're going to get yourself caught in a bear trap. I said, let the buyers push it on up, just like Huhwhere was saying. Allow the buyers to push it on up to certain key levels where you can now play it in your favor right back on down. That's it. And it's all about being patient and waiting on opportunities, waiting on setups. Had you guys would have not been chasing on shorts on yesterday, look at the opportunities today. You went straight from buyers to sellers where you had the opportunity. And creating what? Now an inverted cup and handle pattern. There you go. Created a pattern. It's all about waiting.
And that's crazy. I mean, right now, me personally, if you were to trade at this time, it would be a no-no. That's just me. I'm giving a word of advice, because the volatility on it, if you're in a contract right now, is absolutely the data and the delta on it is just, it'll eat your profits up if it doesn't go your way.
Yeah.
So I would say for Friday, if you have to, like, max 2 o'clock. That's it. After 2 o'clock, you should.
Normally on Fridays with me, boss, I normally play. I normally take it to the next week over to give, like you were saying, do the time decay and everything to give my contract some breathing room.
Yeah, like the weeklies.
Weeklies. Weeklies out. Yep.
You want to.
Because if they think about it, if they do it like that, they can play the same contract over and over and over, rinse and repeat, and whether it's scalping or not, play the same contracts without having to, close out one contract, now you got to open up another one. Close out one contract and open up another one. Just, man, expand it out for a week when you have room to, focus on it. Because while you're trying to switch your contracts out, you may be missing out on the play. You may be missing out on a possible entry opportunity because you didn't have your contracts prepared. That's what I learned. Because when I used to do that, playing the same day contract sometimes, I would have to hurry and get out of that contract because now it's 2 o'clock. Now I got to figure out a new one. And as I'm setting it up, I'm missing the move. So what I did was now from this time point, boss, I expanded it out. I just week out contract. That's it. That's what I started doing.
So, all right, man. I'm way overextended. I told you I was dipping out, but the market was too damn juicy, dude. And
I don't blame. Oh man, and I saw there's a lot of opportunity still. I mean, because like I said, especially with SPY, because the SPY right now you're on a possible inverted cup and handle pattern, so it wasn't go back up into resistance. I mean, we could be seeing that move right back on down because if you think about it, you're billing lower highs. Even based off of this setup that we got right in front of us in intraday, because right here you're billing right here. You bounce, get rejected. Bounce 9 times out of 10, you could be billing lower highs right back on down. So all the puts would have to do is allow the buys to go right back up, create somewhat of a bear trap for the next move right back on down, which would create a third point. Because you got point one, you got point 2, and again, we may see point 3 that would create a what? Downtrend setup. So they may still have an opportunity to still catch the handle down. So still opportunity.
I need to look away.
I know. So you don't do. Lock it out. You good. Lock it out. Lock it out. You good. Don't do it. You again $5,000 from $400 account to $5,000. Yeah, shut it off. Stop. Don't do it. Because you already know it's trying to call you. It's trying to call you. Don't listen. Don't do it.
Alright, brother. Well, I mean, hopefully Monday we'll get some better stuff and then some crazy movement. So have a good weekend, everyone.
Man, you too, and Huhwhere, thanks again for coming through too, boss. Hope you have a blessed weekend, boss.
Have a good one.
Man, you too, boss. Peace. So yeah, guys, man, another credit, man. Huhwhere, man, that's one of the GOATs, man. I mean, think about it, guys. This guy here literally just did a small account challenge started this week where he took $400, $480, then he brought it up to $900. From $900, brought man.
Thanks, Huhwhere.
Then he brought up from $900 now to $2,300. From $2,300, and that was off of CRCL today. Took $2,300 and blew it up to it. And as a matter of fact, let me do this too, guys. Let me save it. So I'm gonna save this just for a reminder.
Thank you, Huhwhere.
So guys, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the picture that he posted, and I'm gonna just save it just for a reminder. Did he take it off? Oh, I think he may have took it off. I think he deleted it. Shoot! Hey, I didn't have a chance to save it. Damn it! I was gonna save it. Yeah, I think he took it off. Crap! I should have saved it. But he banked today. I mean, he now what $5,000 is insane. $5,000. Just keep that in mind on the possibility. Again, the capability that you guys have that you can do. $100 account. Had you again we've been trading CRCL. $100 account, you could have blew it up already to $1,000. Think about the capability on these type of stocks that move like $20 increments is insane. Versus, $2 increments. See, now the only thing with SPY and them, you still can make good money, but the thing about it is you have to go in with more shares. You have to go in with more shares. Now with this one, I mean, you could have changed your account off of one contract. One contract alone could have changed the whole entire thing. That's crazy. Off of $20 drop from 260 to 240, from 240 down near to 220. Altogether, almost a $20 freaking drop is freaking insane. Is insane. So, but it goes to show you the capability of these stocks. If you pay close attention to, that's why I tell you guys, it's like Nadia and Jen and them, don't stop stock hopping. Stop stock hopping. Focus on particular stocks that can make you a lot of money, change your account in due time. So that's why I tell you guys about the stock hopping situation. Because when you're doing that stock hopping situation, you're missing out on big opportunities. So just keep your eyes peeled on it. So CRCL was definitely one that, that was in the books. Because like I said, by the time he alerted it to me, I was just getting out of my Robinhood account because I was doing scalps on that one on the way up. Because, let me see, let me go to Robinhood. See, Robinhood, I caught the beginning as it was going up. Where was that? Because I got it posted down here. Yeah, so I was catching these little moves. I was catching these little scalps up. But by the time he alerted CRCL and I was closing this out, that's when the drop happened and I missed it. I was like, But I got it jotted down. I got it in my, got it for, again for next week and so forth. So I'm gonna still definitely keep that in mind. So I did post it in my, I did post CRCL in my list. So I do have it for a reminder. And The other one I used to trade off of was CRCW. Shout out to Nadia on that one. She alerted me on that. CRCW, I was making moves. That was like $5 movers. But yeah, definitely CRCL was definitely in the books. That was insane. Now the next movement on it, I mean, like I said, I mean, we already cracked underneath that trend line, pulling down towards that 9 EMA. The only way I can say that we can see more downside on that is if we crack underneath that 220. If you crack underneath that 220, right where your 9 EMA is at, then you have room to fall down to that 20 EMA, which is down towards pretty much 210. So that'd be another $10 drop. So that's the only thing. So if we could crack 220, you do have room to fall down towards that 210 level, you know, going from that indicator down to this indicator, you know, where you can see another possible sell-off. So, I mean, I see that. But as long as you hold, I mean, buyers hold that to around 220, I mean, we could see a nice little push back up. But if you want to see more downside, we're going to definitely have to crack 220 for the next level on down. See, right now, you still got this downtrend setup going on CRCL. You can see that right here. Still got a downtrend setup going on. I still got my alert set right at 220. So I mean, you still got room. Now you're only $3 away. Remember at one point we was $5 away because we was at the 225s. Now you're towards the 223s, about $3 away still from that 220 touching. So right now, I mean, it's still a sell-off. I mean, it's still selling off. It's still pulling back. So I mean, it's not as aggressive as it was this morning, but you're definitely on a downtrend setup, still making your way down this way. So right now, you still got room to still fall towards 220. So long as those, like I said, long as those sellers stay in control, those indicators still, you know, especially that 9 EMA keeps pulling you down, more and more room to still come down to. Because like all it's doing is riding the 9 EMA upside down. That's all it's doing. So if you look at it from a put standpoint, like CRCL, like we flipped the chart. Let me see which one I can use real quick. And again, we've been alerted this since the the downtrend setup. So we alerted this as we spiked up to 260. Right back on down. So let's look at it from a put standpoint. So let me use PRTL. I'm gonna switch that one out, put CRCL, but we're gonna look at it from a put standpoint. So we're gonna put CRCL from a put standpoint, upside down. So you can see right here. Look at it from a put standpoint. You're on an uptrend. Look at that. See that? All yours on an uptrend on CRCL on the put side. Look at that. As the calls go down, your puts go up. So all you're doing is just playing the trend line. If you think about it, if you look at puts upside down, play the uptrend. Play the uptrend. That's it. That's all you do. As long as that uptrend keeps holding, that means that downtrend is going to continue on the downside. That's it. It's just not as aggressive as it was this morning. I mean, but you know, still a money making opportunity where you can still scalp it. Because all you're doing is pull back, bouncing, pull back, bouncing, pull back, bouncing, pull back, bouncing. That's all you're doing. Uptrend is still continuing on CRCL, trying to make its way towards what price point? 220. Still trying to climb its way up to 220. Which, in other words, is still climbing down to 220. So one is on a downtrend, the other one is on an uptrend. So right now, puts is still in control. Puts is on an uptrend while calls is still on a downtrend. So I mean, it's still money making opportunities. I mean, where you can still scalp it. I mean, you know, up towards that 220. So the main thing is, we want to see, just keep in mind what's going to happen around 220. Can we get that successful crack below 220 and, you know, go down towards 210? Or we'll buy step in at 220 and try to bounce it back up. But you do have room to, you know, test that 220 range. So you still got a few more dollars to still try to get out of it, you know, from that 220 level, 223 level that we at right now down towards 220 itself. So it's just a slow climber. I mean, slow dropper. That's all it's doing. From that, you remember, now alerted this price point. What I told y'all, 335? From 335, you could have been in. 335 to still ride it on down. I mean, I call out these price points. 335, you could have been up, what, damn near $10? From 335 to 325, $10 right there. Think about it. And as it drops down to 20, that's $15. So your entry would have been at 235. And then again, you'd have been already up still, just on a slow climber. Still would have been doing good. It's money making opportunity. Just gotta know how to execute on it. But that's why I bailed out. When I seen this, that's why I got on my call and shut that off. That's why I didn't do it, because I seen that it wasn't holding. So I wasn't even going to force that one. That wasn't even about to happen. Was not about to force it. Now the reason why, like I said, the reason why I missed that one though is because as I was getting out of my Robinhood, going to it, it was already pulling back. It's like shit. It just went on a dramatic pullback. I mean, I was trying to chase it, but it was just moving too damn quick. Robinhood is still getting that trend down because you didn't fell underneath 110 down to the 108. So I mean, right now, Robinhood got a downtrend set up. I mean, that's still pulling back. So watch as you slowly get closer towards that 220 to see if buyer's gonna step in. Let's see. But like I said, if we want another $10 pull, we gotta crack 220 for that possible move back down to 210. That's the only way you're gonna get it. We gotta crack 220. So I'm trying to figure it out, try to help you guys for those who may have missed the big move. I called the next opportunity, which was around 235. Say as long as you stay underneath 235, because remember I told you that was the pivot point. I say above it, buyers. Below it, sellers. And what did we stay underneath? 235, right? 235 down to 225. That was already $10 in the making. $10 in the making for your account. So right now we at the levels. What is it trying to hold? Right around at 23. Look like they trying to hold this level. Trying to hold right around here. So you got rejected right here at 230, then right back on down. 235, 230. So keep it on watch. See, can we just get this continuation sell off? Excuse me, back on down. Because what you want to see on the put side is you want to see a 220 break, which equals a 220 crack. Because if we can get that 220 crack, that should lead out to a 220 breakout on the put side, where that uptrend is going to continue possibly throughout the rest of the day as it's moving to 215, 210, and that uptrend is going to continue. But we definitely want to break above 210. Crack that 220 down to that 215, down to 210, where that uptrend is going to continue throughout all the rest of the market. So uptrend is still holding. Uptrend is still holding. Just like I said, just slow moving. We don't have a lot of volatility on it right now. So right here, if they can't get back above, like I said, from 225, next moving on down is 220. $220. And the spreads, I ain't gonna lie, the spreads is kind of crazy on them. I was trying to, every little areas I was trying to find a buyers at, I was trying to like jump in. I was trying to jump in because the spreads is like this. They're like all over the place. This morning I mean it together, but right now, the spreads is like sellers are way up here, buyers are way down here. So yeah, they all over the place. All over the place. What contract is this, the one I'm looking at? Let me look at this one. Let me see if the setup look a little bit better on that one. Yeah, it don't look too bad. Yeah, that one don't look too bad. So I want to see if buyers gonna try to push their way back up into resistance, like right here. If they're gonna get stuffed right at 30 again. I want to see, because you don't want to keep chasing, putting yourself in almost like in a danger zone where buyers can step in and reverse it. Yeah, you know what I mean. You just don't want to put yourself in a danger zone. You know, you don't want to keep chasing. The next thing you know, it's turning back on you. So just be careful. If you didn't catch that 335 level, 235 level, yeah, just be careful around these bottoms. Be careful around these bottoms. Because you're getting close and closer towards the demand zone where buyers may step back in. So just be very careful, especially around that 220 level. Because again, if sellers can keep those buyers in that 225. You do have room to fall back down, but just be careful as you're approaching these levels. Just be very careful. Again, if you are in, just make sure you stay. If you jumped in, make sure you stay underneath 225. From 225, you do have room to still pull back down to 220, but just be careful as you're getting closer and closer towards the possible area where buyers could step in. Just be very, very careful. It look like it's curling. Look like it's setting up for another curl underneath 25, which, again, we could see another little possible pullback, another $5 one. So just keep it on watch, though. Keep it on watch. Lord, I know these areas gonna be tough. See, your puts is still going up. Puts still uptrending, still looking good. Calls is still downtrending. Hood still getting a nice fall back on down. So that bad boy is pulling back down towards that 107. So pullbacks is still occurring on that one. Spy's getting that bounce off of that 2650 back on up. 2650 back on up. Trying to see if they're going to get that pullback. I want to see if they're going to fall underneath that 25. I want to see if those sellers going to come in and yank them. I want to see if they're going to come in and yank them. But yeah, just be careful. Like I said, if anything, just going small. Don't go in heavy. Going small just in case. Just going small just in case if you're considering about getting in like around these areas. Just going in with small, a small amount just to be safe. Because you're away from all the decent areas where you could have went in with a lot more, contracts or shares. But yeah, just be careful on these levels here. If you're going in, go in small for right now. At least you still make something. But just going very small as you're getting close towards 220. Still got Robinhood still dumping. Damn, Robinhood still pulling back. Look at this bad boy. From what price point was that? Close to 114. So that bad boy went on a what? That was $4. Damn near a $60 drop on that one. Yep, as you went on up, right back on down. This one ran on up. Let's see if we're going to start to go back on down. Trap some more bulls and start to get that pull back down. Let's see if that downtrend is going to continue. Let's see if we're going to get that continuation pullback. Like I said, $5 more, you'd be right down to 220. Let's see, can they get it? But like I said, if you're going in, just go in with a small amount and just make sure you're safe on it. Because you got to be careful as you're getting close to these areas that may be potential demand zones where buyers could be sitting. Just be very careful. If you're going in, go in small. Just to make sure that those levels hold. Go and be very careful. Yeah, Robinhood still been tanking. There goes SPY. Rejection once again. Could be setting up for that third leg on down. Because you already got one. You already got two. Let's see if we're working on number three. Number three back down. And then, like I said, y'all look at the overall pattern on SPY. It's making a inverted cup and handle pattern. I mean, you can clearly see that setup. You can clearly see an inverted cup and handle pattern on that one. That's clear as day. Now, once we crack that 626.50, we'll be falling right back down to this range. We'll be coming back down to this old breakout level here. You'll be falling back. Instead of going green, you'll be falling back down red. So this is what you should see. So you should be seeing this setup, guys. You should be seeing this. As far as SPY. Oh, shoot. I went to the wrong one. My fault. Wrong window. You should be seeing this. Windows. There we go. Go to green. So you should be seeing this setup. Should be seeing this. Now going into, oops, red. To this. See that? You should be doing this. See that? Go from buyers straight to sellers. Going from an uptrend to now a downtrend. So once we crack that 626.50, we should be pulling right back down to this old range here. Right where you started. Pulling right back down to these levels. So once you crack that 626.50, we should be pulling back down to that 25.50, down to these old bottoms here. That's what we should be seeing. And that's based off of that inverted cup and handle pattern. So we got to take out 26.50, put it back in that range. And then you can definitely see more downside to come. See? Look like they're working on the handle right now. Working on the handle. You want to crack underneath 626.50. Once you crack that, you'll be back in this zone. Because you can see no candles have gotten this area yet. Look at all this space and opportunity. So as long as that downtrend can hold, we should be falling right back in this old range. So 26.50s down to the 25s to 24s. Right back in this old setup. So there you go. Look like the third point is starting to create, guys. 1, 2, 3. Downtrend setup for that pull back down. Take out that 626.50. Back down into these lows you go. So there go the setup for SPY so far. Alright, let me get a closer look. What do we got left, guys? Damn, 11 minutes? Damn, boy, time flew. It's like the minute I get off the phone with Huhwhere, like time be flying. So yeah, so now that we identified ourselves with the pattern. Now let's just see if we're going to get the the movement. Let's see if we're gonna get the follow through off of it. So again, for puts, you want to crack back underneath that 2650, putting you back in that old range, 2650 to 2450. So all we want to do is fall right back in that channel. After the channel breakout, you want to fall right back into the channel. So we want to start to turn, start to move our way right back down this way. So right now, you are back underneath that 2724. You tried to break above it, fell right back underneath it, turning that right back into resistance. Right back into resistance. So long as those sellers keep stuffing them out, still start to create some lower highs, start to see some more red candles come in, start to see more of some more pullbacks coming. Because again, you done fell underneath resistance number 1, 27.28. Now you're falling back underneath resistance number 2, which is 27.24. So guys, if y'all have any questions, comments, concerns, feel free to reach out to me, guys, because I know we're gonna soon be shutting it down in about 10 minutes. 10 minutes. So feel free to reach out to me. If y'all need help with anything, feel free to let me know. But right now, downtrend is still commencing on SPY. So do be mindful. We could be seeing that pullback coming. Harder pullback coming, possibly. If they come aggressive, we want to get that yank right underneath that bad boy. Because you do have room to pull back down to it. Just give it some time. Give it some time. Be patient. Let it set itself up. Let it set itself up. As long as you stand underneath that price point here, 27.24, we want to take out now 26.50. We want to fall right back in that range. Fall right back into it, guys. Fall right back in that range. Because you do have room to go fall back down to that old breakout level, which was around 25.75. Around 25.75. So right now it's showing some weakness. Showing some weakness. Like I said, CLCR, we want to stay underneath 25. 25. We can stay underneath 25. We do have room to get a nice $5 pullback down towards that 220.
I hate having amounts posted, but he'll keep the 1 week in the group for motivation, I guess, LOL.
Nah, no problem at all, boss. And look like in Huhwhere, look like we are about to execute on that inverted cup and handle pattern we talked about. Look like the handle's about to form. Cause like I said, from that 627.24, next level they need to take out, we could get that fall right back in that old range of 26.50 to 24.50. So look like it's going, look like it's gunning for it. Look like it's going gunning for that possible yank right back into that channel, right back into that range, guys. Same thing. Look what I told y'all with CRCL. From that 225 level, we could pull our way back down towards 220. Another $5 drop. So it could be setting up. Look like that bearish volatility is starting to kick in, especially on SPY. Bearish volatility. So now you're starting to get those consecutive red candles coming in. So you went on up, right back on down. Went from buyers straight to sellers, creating that nice little arc, creating that handle.
Huhwhere says,
so they'll keep it on watch.
Helping right now with Hood.
Yeah, Hood been dropping ever since that 110. Yeah, we definitely been there. Look like we still have them to fall back down towards because we already cracked 108. Next possible level could be 106 because it moves by $2 increments. So from 114, 112, 110, 108, then next level now underneath 108, it's gonna possibly be 106. So that bad boy just steady, just fading, fading on down. SPY, like I said, we just got to get that crack underneath that 2650. 2650, you already got the cup and handle pattern forming right here, guys. We go back out a little bit. You already, boom, look, cup. Boom, handle, boom, right back on down. So what we need to do, take out that 2650, where we will execute on that handle for that nice sell-off underneath, where we'll fall right back down in that range. Keep that on watch. CRCL, underneath 25, look for a possible pullback down to that 220 range, get another $5 pullback. So there's a lot of pullback opportunities about to occur. So just get ready for them. We already pulling down successfully on Hood. Keep your eyes put on CRCL for that possible 220. Look for that possible crack underneath that 226.50 on SPY, where we will execute off of that inverted cup and handle pattern back down. Because you got to keep in mind, this is the first portion of it. The bigger cup is all the way back down towards 24.50. You can see where we started at. You know, the breakout right here, 24.50. Then we got that break up to 26.50, all the way up to 6.30, all the way back down. So this is the first cup. The bigger cup is going to be back down here. See that? You have the small cup here, which is around at 26.50, right where we at, 26.50 up to 6.30. Now, if we want to get the complete cup, we're going to have to crack 26.50 back down to 24.50. That'll complete the whole entire cup. So that means now, if we fall back down off of 24.50 and go back up, you're going to make an even a bigger cup and handle pattern going into next week. So watch, I'll show y'all. Tell me if I'm lying. Tell me if I'm lying. So right here, you got the first, let me go to white. You got the, let me put it back to white, Put it back to white. All right, boom, boom, boom. All right, right here. That's just your first cup and handle pattern. Inverted. Bam, right here. That's the first one. Now, if you crack 626, all you're going to do is make a bigger cup down to 624. So that means now 626 is going to be resistance. So as you go back up into next week, now that can act as resistance, and for that tumble right back on down. Now y'all get it. Now y'all get the possible setup that we could be setting up for going into next week. Possibility. Possibility. Based off of this setup. So once you crack 2650, you're going down to 2450. That means that 2650 is going to go right back to resistance. So once you get a bounce back on up, sellers can be sitting here for that pull right back on down, where that downtrend can continue going into next week. Just saying. It's a possibility. Possibility, guys. So right here's the first one. Now we may, maybe going for the bigger cup. What's up, Marty?
Drop some likes for our guy.
Man, thanks so much, boss. Appreciate you guys. We got about 5 minutes till we close out on the live. 5 minutes. So right, like I said, watch for that 620 crack down toward that 624.50. That'll create the bigger cup. Watch for that, because now you be back in that range of 624, 2660. Keep in mind that old support will now turn to possible what? Resistance. Because once you crack that floor, you take that floor away from those buyers, who's going to have it now? The sellers. So once you crack that floor back down to 24.50, that's going to remain support until we crack it. Now we'll be in that range. But once you go back up, who you think is going to be sitting here? Sellers. So from that level, we'll pull right back down to 624 once again and continue the downtrend setup. So now that I explained everything, there you go. CRCL, there y'all go. Y'all now damn near $2 away from what? 220. There y'all go. I told you it's a slow trend. It's a slow trend. All you got to do is play the puts up trend. Trying to go for what? That 220. I told y'all, slow trend. Slow trend. As I said, if y'all went in, go for a small position. Ride that bad boy. Because look, like I said, the next key level is going to be around 220. Was I lying? Look where we at now. Damn near about to go to 222. Now only putting you $2 away from 220. Can't make this shit up. So, as I leave you guys, be on lookout for these setups. SPY, look for your inverted cup and handle pattern underneath that 226 down to 224. CRCL, look for that possible pull back down towards 220. Keep your eyes peeled on that to see, can we get that successful crack or will we get a bounce? Watch that. Robinhood, look for a possible pullback down towards 106. So, when I call all these plays out, it's up to you to execute. It's up to you to just go from there. Learn, see where we go. I already called out the first inverted cup and handle pattern on SPY. There you go. So,
Marty Zelizniak says, you have a good week, Jay.
Man, you too, boss. You too, man. Appreciate you. Thanks so much for coming through, too, man. Shout out to Marty, man. Shout out to Marty. I got to get you on one of the Discord calls, too, man. We got to hear from you, boss. We got to hear from one of my sergeants in arms, man. One of the OGs of the Team Traedz, man. One of the OGs. So right now, guys, I mean, everything's setting up on downtrends. I mean, so far. Setting up on downtrends. I mean, right now the market is pulling. I mean, you're coming down from all these overextensions. So keep in mind, you may fall all the way, like I said, with SPY, you may fall all the way back down to your breakout level, which was what, 624. And that's where you started at. You may fall right back down to where you started. And creating what? A cup. A bigger cup. You got this first cup here, may create the second cup here. So don't bypass these setups. It's right there in front of your face. Don't bypass it. Do not bypass. So what we got left, guys? Got about 2 minutes. 2 minutes left. 2 minutes left. So let me get everything set up. Let me make sure I got everything. I already called out all the plays for you guys. If y'all need me to go over anything, just feel free to hit me up. Let me know before I do anything, before I leave. Right now, we just still had this downtrend setup going on SPY. We still got this little downtrend setup. And also, don't forget about the inverted cup and handle pattern right across the board. We just got to get this bad boy to crack because you want to take that floor away from those buyers. From that level on down to 24.50 you go. So, keep it on watch. CRCL still got room to fall down to that 220. Like I said, Hood 106. So I mean, right now they're still looking decent for possible more pullbacks to come. So keep it on watch. What time it is? About to be 2 o'clock. Yeah, so keep it on watch. So we done went over everything, guys. So let me give a shout out to everybody before I do head on out, because I know we got about a minute in. So let me give a shout out to everybody before I head on out, and I hope everybody have a blessed weekend. But keep in mind the prices that we went over. Keep in mind about the patterns that we went over. So other than that, let me give a shout out to everybody. Make sure I get everything set. So first and foremost, shout out to my chats. Thank y'all so much, WChats, and congratulations on your profits. Also, let me give a shout out to my mods. Shout out to the mods. You guys are doing an amazing job on all platforms. Shout out to y'all on that. Thank y'all for coming through. Also, for my new subscribers on YouTube, guys, keep pressing that button because we are on our way to 1K subs. Keep pressing that button. Let's go. Free 99, baby. You can't get no better than that. Shout out to all my subscribers who join me on YouTube. Shout out to my subscribers who also join me on Twitch. And who else I had left? I think that's it. And the donation. Shout out to all the ones who donated as well towards the Traedz Foundation. Shout out to y'all on that too. So, I think I got everybody out the way. I got everybody. Got everybody. Other than that, guys, like I said, if you are new to my channel, man, please do your boy a favor, man. Smash that subscribe button. Where's my YouTube thing at? Yeah, go to my YouTube, guys. Hit that subscribe button, guys. It is free 99. We are on that road to 1K subs, but we can start getting monetized for these videos. If you're already subscribed, hit that notification bell. Like, share, comment. If you're on Twitch, follow or subscribe to avoid the ads. And if you are on Kick, you can either subscribe or follow. And if you're on TikTok, simply follow. But we are on that road to 1K subs on YouTube. That's my main focus. So, guys, keep hitting that subscribe button on YouTube, guys. We're about 30 subs away. Queen, beautiful Queen, you and y'all, like I said, man, beautiful couple. Love y'all, man. Y'all my inspirations. Thank y'all for being a huge inspiration as far as relationships. Thank y'all so much, and I wish y'all many and many more happiness and blessings. But yeah, guys. Keep hitting that subscribe button, guys, because we are about 30 subs away from hitting that 1K mark, man. Please keep hitting it, and we're going to keep on going with more and more content. We're going to have more and more Discord calls. We already have Huhwhere, who is already making a killing as far as alerts, always giving us that valuable information. Oh, we already hit it, guys. We already hit it. Y'all already know what time it is, man. We already hit it. But, y'all just keep hitting that subscribe button, man. We're on that road to 1K subs, man. And thank you guys so much. I wouldn't have made it this far if it wasn't for you guys. So thank you. Appreciate you, man. Love you guys. So let me go ahead and get everything set up. Let me see. Hope everybody have a, where's my little, there we go. Hope everybody have a blessed weekend. There we go. Put it up. There it is. Oh, take off, sign off. Bam. So yeah, hope everybody have a blessed weekend, man. Y'all already know what I'm about to say before I head on out. Maximize your reward, minimize your risk. Always put greed over greed, and you will succeed every single time. Till then, guys, y'all stay blessed, y'all stay safe, and I will see you guys for Money Monday. Love y'all. Y'all know what time it is. Peace.